a typewriter. I think I know the one you're talking about, though, Sunny. Hi,
Yeah.
everyone. We're live.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Zach. Hi, Zach. I'm an alcoholic. It's not true.
Well,
haven't
you
had
have
alcohol
to
in,
admit that you have a problem before we can address it, Zach.
I haven't had alcohol in almost 24 hours. Oh, nice.
Oh,
I don't
anyway, I'm
mean to
Sunny.
make
Hi.
it. Just to be complete. I don't mean to make fun of the condition, I swear. Um, I would say that the stream has derailed, but that implies that it started on the rails.
What even are rails?
Open your eyes.
Rails are a concept made by the government.
Wake up, Link.
What?
Why is this all... There we go. So the voice meter thing I use to meter my microphone either doesn't work straight away or it works straight away. So I never know if it's going to be working.
Mm.
And I always pick up on it once I've started.
Yeah, you gotta test, my dude.
Look, I was... Yeah, you're right.
He's saying yes.
One
yeah, I
of
was
the
right.
funny things about our streams is there's always something that goes wrong at the start.
That's why we
Add
have.
a vote.
Hey, Sunny, the anime you were thinking of is just called Art. I was right.
No, it's there's like something a garden of no, it's not about art. It's like the artwork in the anime is beautiful, and it's a
Then, yeah.
romance between like a student that dropped out of school and a teacher that quit or something like that. I
Is
can't
that on Netflix?
Take it.
Yeah, I think so.
It will help guide
Then
you
yes, I
when you
think
slump
I know
around.
that one too. Give me a sec. I'll find it. Fuck.
It's like something garden mind something something.
That does sound familiar.
Let's
So-
see.
How have you guys been going with all this going on right now? How have you guys been going?
Well,
I'm
Beat
quite-
Saber came out with a new Linkin Park music pack yesterday, so I'd say pretty good.
I know a guy who would be crying in joy at the fact that exists.
Yeah, it just dropped yesterday. Jokes aside, though, honestly, I've been dealing all right. Like,
That's good.
it gets a little lonely sometimes because I haven't seen any. I think I've seen one friend in person in the last 3 weeks. Like to actually hang out, not just like them showing up at my house for 2 seconds to pick up something I want to give them.
Yeah.
I'm
But,
lucky because I live with my family, whose company I actually enjoy.
That is nice.
So like,
Yeah, I shouldn't take Justin for granted either. We live together and he's
Like-
good company.
yeah, there's what 1, 2, 3, 4 other people in this household other than me.
As much friendly shade as I throw Justin, he's a really good guy, and you're lucky
really-
to have him, Sonny.
Yeah,
Friend-
like, I am though. It's
friendly
like
shade.
I was having a real hard time on Sunday. I was like having a little tiny temper tantrum because I was frustrated that I was dealing with a flare up from my chronic health issues.
Yeah.
And Justin just laid in bed next to me, and we talked. And he said, "What can I do to make you feel better? Like how
Aw.
can I help your situation?" And then I opened up and said, "Look, I really need help with basic adult shit. So like, if you want to help me cook and stuff, that would be great." And then he immediately went on YouTube and started looking up recipes that he can learn.
Cute.
There's a YouTube channel that a friend of mine absolutely love, and it's called Binging with Babish. They're
seen
really
them before.
fun videos, and he literally made it just to get people cooking. Like, oh, there's this cool food from a TV show. I will show them how to make this food.
You're the one who actually told me about that. Now that I remember.
Yeah,
I
I
would.
can't remember how I discovered it.
It's good if you know how to cook. It's not the perfect tutorial.
Well,
Probably
he
YouTube
does have
recommendations.
he does have
He does
a
have
secondary
basics, yes. Basics with Babish, which is more helpful.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of the stuff he does, like, you can't follow step by step. But that is why he made a cooking book, which is like full-on cookbook.
Yeah. And there
But yeah,
is
the
my
stuff he
friend
does is
who's
just
there's my
interesting.
friend Katie who loves Babish as much as I do.
Hello.
Can I just talk about this opening of Breath of the Wild? Just it is the perfect tutorial for a game, and when you leave the altar, the bath, when you leave the bath and out of the cave, you're just met with a historic world.
Yes.
Like
100%.
the
This
moment you
game's
leave, like I was talking to you about this last night, Zach. Like this is the first Zelda I really appreciated, and I played it during a time that I really needed a game like this. Like this was the Zelda game that I always heard about from people who loved Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Like, and I got it, and then that night I was playing it all night, and then you were like, "Hey, why are you up so late, Josh?" It's like, "I'm playing Zelda." It's like, "Oh, I've been there. Can I call?"
Yes. 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Just stuck in Zelda, loving the world. Yeah. Of all the games I've ever played in my entire life, this is one game I wish I could play again for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna admit
Because-
something to you guys right now.
You never played a Zelda game?
No, I've played Zelda games. I just
Oh,
I
so you can stay
own Breath
then.
of the
That's
Wild.
good.
I own Breath of the Wild. Never played it.
That's fine. On your
And
own
I
time.
just keep forgetting that it exists.
This is literally one of the very few games where
To
I
set
would
things on
unironically call it timeless.
Yes.
This
Wow,
game
really?
will never age.
Like the art style, the writing, the gameplay, and nothing about this will age badly.
It is very beautiful. I will give it that.
And yeah, the curiosity is everywhere.
Yeah, like you hear about games like Skyrim and Fallout where you pick a direction and you just walk and you'll find something.
Yeah.
That is the mindset they gave. I feel like this is the mindset for this game. And they put on like the traditional Zelda story, defeat Ganon, save the princess, but did it in such a way that it was very unique that you fought Ganon 100 years ago. You failed. So Zelda, using the rest of her power, is holding back Ganon and has been doing that for 100 years while you recovered. The world that you know of, the world that you know of Hyrule is no more. You have to find and re-piece everything together to fight Ganon again. Like this, as a person who played Ocarina of Time and thought it was fine, I played on the 3DS and I thought it was fine, and then this is the one I played next. It really made me appreciate Zelda, and then I went back and replayed Ocarina on the 64. Well, the 64 version, but I played it on the Wii. Then I played Link to the Past and Link Between Worlds, and I just got a real appreciation for the series. It is now my favorite Nintendo series. For a long time, it was Metroid. Now Zelda is that for me.
Wow. Nobody tell Samus.
There's
Well,
the
maybe if they bring out a new
wonderful,
Metroid game, I might like it more again.
What was that, Zach?
There's a wonderful design philosophy in this game in particular, in its approach to open world. in its land formation, it uses a lot of, and I quote, triangles. Basically, there are peaks where like just
Oh, do
small
not
peaks
throw.
or large peaks
Ooh, that was
where
close.
where where you're like attracted to a point, and once you get to the top of that point, you can see so much more world. Like like everywhere in this game is filled with these tiny little peaks where you walk up a mountain and just see so
hello
much
there.
more. Like you're
Controls.
attracted to look
How do
over
controls
every
work
hill
again?
in this game.
That's controls, good.
I really enjoy open world games. Those have always been my favorites. Like basically any Bethesda game, I have been absolutely happy with. I just like to pick a direction, go and see what I find. So if that's what this game is like, I'm
The recent
out.
state of Bethesda aside, Bethesda is really solid at making those kind of games.
Oh yeah. Wait, what?
Um,
What are you complaining about Bethesda recently?
76.
Oh, that's not recent. We're just old.
It happened last year.
Wasn't really that long. Like just, I
Yeah.
thought it was longer ago than that.
No, 76 was last year, and Breath of the Wild was over 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's still
My
crazy to
time
me.
is just fucked. What even
I
is
feel you on
the
that.
Breath of the Wild 2 reveal happened over a year ago.
Yeah, it did. God. Oh yeah, and yes, Tiny Wisp Unite, Katie. Oh,
When I compare this to games like Skyrim and Fallout, and even The Witcher, like all those other games have bigger worlds, but Breath of the Wild, although its world is technically smaller, it is a lot more dense.
So you're not traveling for like 5 miles and just barely seeing a couple of rad scorpions.
Yeah, there's also like if you have an objective that you want to follow, fast travel is fine. The loading screens take a while, but it's manageable. But if you want, you can just walk from place to place everywhere in this world and never get bored.
I got your club. There you go.
I've heard that you can just walk right up to Ganon like first day.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
you can finish this game in less than half an hour.
If you're good.
Like without glitches.
Another thing
Just
between like
with the game system.
comparing this to a Bethesda open world, Bethesda open worlds are empty, and like this game, nothing against those games. This game, you can pick a direction and walk, and you will always just find something that will pique your interest, and for good reason. There are the Korok things.
Yeah, correct race, yeah.
Yeah, you'll just see something not quite right with the area, and you'll realize it's a puzzle, and if you solve the puzzle, you'll get rewarded for it. And they are scattered everywhere, to the point where I never noticed, but then once I noticed the first one, I was like, okay, I think I can find more of these, and I spent 2 hours just finding more of them.
Yeah, and once you leave the plateau, you can go back to the bath and find one in your tub.
You can?
Yeah, there's one just chilling in your tub after you leave the plateau.
That's after you leave the plateau, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil too much, but one of my biggest
Put the camera away.
reactions
Put the camera away.
Like, I get it's an old game, but I don't want to spoil too much for people who
Yeah.
haven't played it, because this is seriously a game you should experience. Because it took so long to come out, there was so much information beforehand that I got to a point where I hopped off all the Zelda pages I liked so I wouldn't see any more information on it. Because it was a world I wanted to explore on my own. But I knew some basic things. I knew the races that were involved in the game, I knew some of the features, and I knew the basic story. So I knew there were Rito in the game, the bird people. And yet one of the first things leaving the plateau, and I'm not going to explain this too much, there's this giant mechanical bird in the distance, just soaring.
I watched Justin play some
the Guardian.
of this. I know, I'm aware of that, and that was a freaking amazing level.
Yeah, well, there's this giant metal bird in the distance, and this is before I know anything about the game. Like, I haven't experienced many of the dungeons. I don't know any of these, like, I don't know the world all that much. I haven't been to any other race yet. I'm just fresh out like a newborn baby. And yeah, I see this giant mechanical bird, and I'm like, is that where the Rito live? Like, is that where the city's gonna be? Am I gonna have to get up there to interact with this race? That
That would
sounds
have been
amazing.
really cool.
Like,
if
yeah,
that
it
was
would
the
be
case.
the way they treated it was also cool. The first one of those divine beasts that I personally found was the elephant, and it was half submerged in water, and I tried gliding to it because I'm like, this thing looks cool, and I got shocked by a giant barrier, and I'm like, whoa! Like, to experience this game again for the first time would be amazing because everything was just so completely insane. Like, and I'd been playing Zelda for years up to that point, and, like, it was familiar yet so, like, completely new.
Yeah.
And the thing I love about this game more than most open world games is it's just a lot more simpler and a lot more interactive.
Can we just also talk about that Link is just Spider-Man?
Yeah. With the grappling hook, yeah.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, no. Okay, Link, just drop. Ooh, okay. I need to get up to the top. I want to get to the top of this tower.
What is this, Assassin's Creed?
Yes.
I didn't want that to happen. I died.
Oh no.
I could hear the
Also-
cute piano.
I'm watching this on my phone, so there's like a longer delay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is.
The delay between the game to the through the Elgato to the to Streamlabs on to the actual stream on my end.
Okay,
Isn't
you
too
just
long.
died.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, thanks for didn't
Like,
tell me
that's-
back to.
That's the delay.
Ooh. That was close. Almost happened again. Now I has a headache from face palming. Yeah. I don't blame you.
Yeah, don't forget to FUP, Josh.
Alright, FUPs. For those who don't now know, the FUP counter you see here, FUPS, is fuck ups. So whenever I fuck up, I add a counter. I have a habit of forgetting to clear it, so that in itself is a FUP, so let's add 2 FUPs.
Optionally, it's fuck United postage system, but I don't know why you'd do that.
No, we need the postage system, so long way to get Trump out of power. Let's not get into that conversation.
Yeah, I thought you wanted to avoid politics. I mean,
That
I
was-
can definitely do it, but
Let's oh no. Oh wait, is there a Karok up here?
Maybe, yeah.
I just
should be.
wanted to come up here to see the view. I didn't actually. I should have expected one, but I didn't.
There's also one at the tippy top of Hyrule Tower in a very similar position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Hyrule Castle. Some shit.
when you go there to find the item for it was either for the main quest or for something else. Yeah, I didn't know it was there, Katie. I was just exploring Hyrule Tower just because I knew that next time I was going to be here would be for the battle against Ganon. So I just wanted to explore. Yeah, I was getting all the photos, and you needed a photo of Zelda's room or something like that, or the library in Hyrule
Oh,
Castle.
yes, the memories, yes.
Yeah. Memories that tell the overall story. Like, there's the game story from where you wake up onwards, but like finding out what happened before you went into your slumber.
Pre-calamity and post-calamity. I went into Hyrule Castle pretty early on, like before I'd done any bosses or anything. Just because I was in the area and I figured, yeah, I'll explore this place.
Ooh, that was close.
I
Yeah.
decimated.
Oh, okay, good. I didn't die. I wish it didn't happen, but okay.
Yeah, I got decimated because it was before, like, I wasn't very well equipped. I wasn't prepared. I didn't know the systems all that well. I couldn't parry lasers.
That's funny. I chose this game to zen out to for the stream, but I forgot about the Guardians. which are the most stress-inducing things I've ever experienced in a game.
Yeah.
How are the metrics going? Like, is this stream actually stable? Let's go.
Yeah. No,
I mean, it
it's
looks good.
Yeah, nothing's bad's happening. Good.
It's pretty and it's smooth. Nothing's glitching.
It's gonna look so much better when I get build my computer this week, because I got the rest of the parts coming in, so that's gonna be awesome.
Another cool experience in this game that I just love talking about is like first time seeing a dragon.
Yeah,
Is really fucking special.
I remember that. That was. I remember doing that.
Yeah, that was something I didn't know was in the game, and I saw it over the jungles, and I was like close to Death Mountain. So it was so far away. I'm like, what
I wanted to
is
pull out my
that?
bow. Oh, you need fire bows, don't you?
For?
To ignite barrels.
If you drop something on them or throw them, they will explode.
Question:
So
is there a
that
dodge
carefully
roll?
placed boulder above would blow up.
There is this is literally a to be continued meme right now. Is there a dodge roll? Because I need it.
No, there is
Okay.
not. There's a backflip, which practically counts.
That's back B, right?
Locked on back B. Oh, I see the you
Okay.
swapping weapons and things about to drop.
Okay, what button was locked on again?
Yeah. Excellent
Okay.
question. That's not going to help you against an
Ouch.
explosion.
Okay, yeah,
This
I
is
just
just
took
Hitman all over again.
it. Oof, but I killed them all, so that's nice. And it left me a nice
Way to go.
meal. Thank you.
Josh, I have a good joke. Way to go out with a bang.
That's a callback to one of our first streams. But see, that was brought on by pure stupidity by me. This was a complete accident.
Yeah, the first time I did
gonna
it was
throw
also
it.
completely coincidental. Oh wow, you survived.
I did. Oh my god. How do you
Eat
throw?
the meat.
I just pulled an Aaron. I didn't notice that the throw button's down below. I was like, how do you throw?
You just put a Josh riding a bike.
Oh, haha. I told you that in confidence. In Final Fantasy VII Remake, I didn't know you could attack normally on the bike, even though the controls up top said otherwise. I was hoping to cut the string.
I watched you struggle with that barrel for a while. That's funny.
I don't know why I'm going into multiple fights right now. I'm not prepared.
Supplies,
That's too. Yeah, that's fair.
practice.
Yeah, it's been a hot second since
If
I died
you're-
again.
if you're playing on master mode, there's a Lionel on the plateau.
And guess what I'm not doing? Playing some master mode.
Fighting a Lionel in the plateau.
I refuse to play this on master mode. I refuse.
It's fine.
I haven't bought the DLC because I know that's how you get master mode by buying the DLC. I know if I have it, I'll have to do it because it's just how I am.
It's really like no different. You just get gold enemies and they health regenerates. If you
It's really
don't
no
attack
different. Just becomes Dark Souls with no dodge roll.
You just got slapped, Blue Goblin.
I did. It's been
Blue.
It's been a year or so since I last played this. But also I'm coming back to this from having a
Whoa.
pretty much maxed out Link to being this Link. So
It's pretty good. Okay, I don't know what happened to my phone, but it shrunk the stream for no reason.
you probably like backed out and just like put it into like the small screen.
Yeah, it put the small screen to the main screen. You're right.
Yeah.
It just had a really thick black border.
You know what's brave of this game? To give you an axe instead of a sword when you first leave, when you first enter the world. Usually the games are like, have this sword.
It's the first actual weapon.
Yeah. I mean, you can get a stick, so that can be your weapon. Like, it's dangerous to go alone. Have this axe.
God, I'm looking forward to being able to stream again. It's gonna be so nostalgic.
It's dangerous to go alone. Steal my baked apple. It's fine. I'm not eating it anyway. I don't have much of an appetite.
Being a ghost and all.
Spoiler.
Link, honey, stop whistling.
I was really tempted to whistle, but that'd probably sound bad.
Oh right, motion controls are a thing in this game.
And they're good.
It's
not motion controls, it's gyro controls.
It says aim with motion controls right there, Zach.
Yeah. But like gyro controls are good, motion controls are bad, that's the difference.
Okay, so you just can't cut the string. If not, it looks like you can.
You can. And it blows up a lot of shit in there.
Yeah. I'm not safe.
It's that kind of stuff in this game, and it's like rewarding players for curiosity and experimenting. It's like, that string looks like I can cut it.
Did I get a crit on his...
Try that.
Did I get a crit on his ass before?
He probably hit his head. Ah, okay, I see your problem. You were hitting the actual lantern.
Okay. No, you did not get to pick that back up. I need a shield. I now have a shield.
That Bokoblu was chasing you for a long time.
Yes, he was.
Wow, you did get a crit on his ass. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I knew it.
You hit his head through his butt. Oh, good shit.
He had one, definitely. He had a new hole and everything.
You just pull it out of him and he goes, ow.
That's actually probably one of my it's a weirdly fun joke of mine as a kid, was when Shrek got an arrow in the butt. Ouch. Like, I don't know why, but that's a joke that always made me laugh. I think that happened in Shrek that always just made me laugh when I was a kid.
Yeah. That movie still makes me laugh, honestly.
Yeah, it's not my favorite, but the first movie isn't my favorite. Like, I'm weird with Shrek. Like, I hold Shrek 2 as like the golden standard of Shrek movies, and everything below it I don't like as much at all. But Shrek 1 holds a bit of a special place in my heart. Because it's one of the first movies I went to the cinemas with my parents to go see it.
Yeah.
I keep picking up things. It's gonna stop eventually. Because I won't have enough room. What are you up to, Sonny?
Not respecting my mental health, apparently.
What's going on? What are you doing? Oh
By
my...
yelling at people.
Okay, so you know that political cartoon that I did yesterday?
Yes, it was pretty good.
Thank you. Somebody commented saying,
Oh,
no
yeah.
worse than you're a pedophile. And I'm trying to think about how to reply to them without making them sound like a fucking moron.
Just do it.
But
Seriously, just do it. Sunny is a great artist, and you have been doing a lot for your town in terms of trying to make it a better place.
Thank you. I just deleted their comment. I'm not even going to reply to that bullshit.
Yeah, look. I am the kind of person who would. Look, I'm the kind of person who would start something. I'm glad you didn't do it though.
Yeah, like this person, I've seen them around before. I knew them in high school, and like they're the kind of person that worships Trump, believes he can do no wrong, and then they'll go around and spread conspiracy theories that are not based in reality at all.
Yeah, I know some people like that, which is weird. I've met some Australians who are devout Trump supporters who just. I'm not okay. I'm not dealing with this right now. I am going to walk away.
Yeah, I've been avoiding her online for a while now. I refuse to add her as a friend on Facebook, but she still finds my stuff and comments on it sometimes. Yeah. So I just finally blocked her. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I don't normally block people, but if you're gonna be that ridiculous, you can exist in your own reality outside
I'm
of
here.
mine.
Or I'm no. Stop using arrow link. No. I just walked into an area full of guardians. Well, it's the you'll know the area, Zach. It's
that one.
Yeah, that little labyrinth area.
The bomb ruin area, yeah.
Yeah.
Where you get the bomb ruin, yeah.
Yes. I'm not prepared for that. This game is so pretty. Like, man. Like, pun aside, this game is actually breathtaking.
I don't know why.
What? I don't know why what?
Breath of the Wild taking. I don't know why, but right now I'm currently fighting Xion in Kingdom Hearts 358.5 days.
I have to ask something, buddy. Why are you playing Kingdom Hearts Days? Like, there is a movie.
I also don't know why I'm fighting the final boss as the final boss. Oh, yeah, but it doesn't... Okay, both of the movies aren't justice towards the games. Like, they're summaries, they're blurbs at best.
Well, I find it hard to play that game.
Oh yeah, no. If you can't play the game, you can't play the game. Watch the movie. Yeah. But like, don't pretend for a second that they're good substitutes.
That's the only substitute I know of, so it's a good substitute for me.
It's not a substitute. It's supplemental for story.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is another series.
It doesn't even give.
Sorry, you get going.
Yeah. Specifically 358.5 days. That's the movie is good for Roxas as a character. Yeah. It does none of the other characters any justice, and the game itself does a lot towards the other characters of the organization, especially Sayax.
I remember this scene so vividly. Like all the towers rising.
Mm-hmm. It's good stuff. It's good quality.
Excuse me. Link's like, man, what happened last night? Oh, still today.
Oh, that was a bad flight, says Link.
Coming from Nicolas Cage himself. Accent. He knows all about flights. And them being bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only you and I... See, cause you don't have your webcam, you can't do webcam anymore in these streams. That joke only applies to you and I.
Yep.
I'll be right back. I gotta step away.
Okay.
It would have died.
But yeah, Kingdom Hearts is another one of those series that I played at the right time in my life. That is just one of those games I just needed. Even though it caused me a lot of pain.
Try to remember.
For which there ain't no ointment.
You have been asleep.
The more ointment for Kingdom Hearts pain is more Kingdom Hearts. As it hurts you, puts a band-aid on it and it makes you feel better. Just rip it off and punch your wound.
This world will face its end.
Oh, a nice happy ending? Well, now Sora's down in a coma. Have fun with that.
A nice happy ending. Sora lost Kairi again. Oh, you wanted a nice happy ending? Sora no longer exists in this plane of existence.
You must hurry, Link,
Okay, nice happy ending? Well, now Sora's daughter.
before it's too late.
Oh god, no!
There were no words in the book, so they digitized the book to find the words.
I need to play Recoded again. I gave up at the Alice in Wonderland section.
You don't need to play Recoded again. Like
I need it. Like, I got stuck because I died and the save system in that game sucked.
yeah.
Like, there is no checkpoint, there is no autosave. If you die, you go back to your last manual save, which isn't how normal Kingdom Hearts works.
Oh,
It's
hello
not
there,
even
flying man.
crazy.
It's Santa of Hyrule is what I'm going to call him now. Sanrule. I'll
Champion
workshop that name.
Christmas.
No, we can't use that name. That name's taken.
Oh, sorry, Link is Champion Christmas.
Goku was Champion Christmas. We need to workshop a new name for King of Hyrule. Spoiler.
King Rome, yeah. The old man ghost, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that the game lets you know that he's a ghost from the very beginning, because only ghosts have lanterns in Zelda.
See, that went over my head. I never noticed that. I never knew that, actually. Like, I knew he was a ghost. I didn't know that.
And lanterns.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't know
that's
that
a-
lanterns were synonymous with ghosts in this series.
I mean, like, there are other lanterns. Like, there are normal lanterns, admittedly.
Yeah.
Like, you get a normal lantern in Twilight Princess. It's a big part of that game. But yeah, like, ghosts and pose are synonymous with holding lanterns. If you see a ghost in a Zelda game, they always have a lantern.
Yeah. And you know what? Actually, now thinking of that, yeah, that does make sense.
Like, even in Link to the Past.
Yeah.
Most notably, Ocarina of Time.
You know what helps? With drinking out of a
What?
traveling mug? If you open the lid. Oh, god damn it.
Quarantine hits hard, man. I went out today to do some grocery shopping,
Yeah.
and I totally forgot to change my shoes before I left.
What shoes were you wearing?
So I ended up going to the grocery store. I ended up going to the grocery store in brown velvet slippers.
I think you made the right choice.
You know what's even worse?
Well, you just peaked, yeah?
I think me unplugging the charger made that happen. You
So
know
made
what's
it worse.
even worse than going out in your brown slippers
What?
to the grocery store? Literally no one batted an eye.
Why would they?
Like,
I've seen
that's-
people
that-
go to the
yeah,
grocery store
exactly.
in pajamas.
That's the state of affairs we live in at the moment.
I've
Where
seen-
you don't get a single eye glance at you.
I've seen a couple. Like I was at Coles late one night. and I saw a couple who were obviously who were wearing long coats because what they had underneath was very minimal, who ran in specifically to grab condoms and lube and then ran right back out. No one batted an eyelid. I was like, huh, I'm gonna go buy some pizza.
Mad respect.
Yeah.
Early on in the development of this game, and you can still find it in the coding of this game, but that lantern was meant to be an item that Link could carry.
So what you're saying is Al's real, but Link is dead.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, yeah, it was meant to be an item that Link could carry, I assume, instead of the torch.
Yeah.
Or as opposed to the torch. And it's implemented in the game so much so that it has the textures and it has the physics, like, implemented. Probably because the king has one.
Yeah. I have multiple bars. Stop whistling, Link.
Also, hello, I'm back.
Hello, Sunny.
Oh, welcome back.
Thank you.
That's there we go. Yeah, and Kay just said Ugg boots. She goes to the store in Ugg boots.
Yeah, but like Uggs are a different thing. Uggs are definitely something you can go out in public in.
They're comfy.
Zach is going about how he doesn't think slippers are something you can just go outside in. Like go to the store with.
Depends. Like, do they have, like...
Not
do they have a
usually.
hard
In
bottom?
the current circumstance, yes.
Like, I wouldn't go to the store
Yeah.
wearing slippers, but, like, walk out to the mailbox? Sure, as long as they have, a bottom to them.
I mean, I've gone to Kohl's in a hoodie and my pajama shorts.
Yeah.
Like,
They probably just assumed you need pants real bad.
yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah, nah, man. I've gone to the IJ in nothing but my boxer shorts.
Okay, so the other day, yesterday, I watched what it's like being an American with an Australian friend, and I did not understand the Australian at all. So much so that it confused Esther at how bad I am with Aussie lingo. I'm really un-Australian when it comes to Australian lingo.
Maybe it has to do with, like, what part of Australia you're from, too.
We're from the same part of Australia.
Oh.
I'm in I lived in a very country part of Victoria, where I was surrounded by it. It never
Absorbed them.
Yeah.
I'm
Also,
pretty good with the language of Australia. I'm awful with the culture. Like, I do not partake in Australian culture.
What is Australian culture, even?
It's more culture
Vegemite,
than what America has.
fish and chips, Ford vs Holden, cricket, shapes.
It could also be the media I absorbed. I absorbed a lot of American media compared to a lot of people who grew up watching.
Round the twist.
I never understood the appeal of that show. It was not a good show.
I watched it as long as the theme song, and then I swapped the channel.
I remember a friend of ours just started singing the theme song, and I was like, what's that? What are you singing? It's like, she berated me for not knowing around the twist. I was like, I'm sorry, but I like good things.
It's like not knowing the Nutbush.
I know the Nutbush. That's like the
In
only
Australia.
Australian thing I know.
Yeah.
In saying that, everything is personal preference.
Yes.
I just don't like most Australian media. Alright, I forgot, just normal swimming drains your stamina.
Yes.
So I won't swim right now.
I watched a documentary about K-pop yesterday, and I felt like such an old fart. Like, I'm learning about what the youth enjoy through a documentary.
When I first met Alec, Autumn, for people who know him as Autumn, he attacked me with K-pop. Like, attacked me. Until eventually I loved it.
I'm still
Like,
not a fan.
I get it.
Yeah, I'll get you there.
Listen, at this point, if you haven't, you won't.
I haven't tried.
No, you're right, you haven't.
I remember trying to explain Vocaloid to my dad in high school. That was fun.
I listened to a lot of Vocaloid in high school.
I did too.
Then I
Mostly 'cause
stopped.
I was like, because I took a Japanese class, so I listened to a lot of Vocaloid
Is
because it was.
Hatsune?
Huh? Yeah,
Is
yeah.
Vocaloid
Hatsune.
Hatsune? Okay.
Yeah, she's
me-
one of the. She's like
She's
the
like
most
the-
popular star of Vocaloid.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
continue.
my dad was I remember cleaning the kitchen one day. I was doing dishes, listening to Vocaloid. My dad came in. He goes, "I understand why you listen to it, but I do not understand it at all." And then I told him that Miku was going to win a music. He got like legitimately upset.
I wanna go to a Vocaloid concert. Like, concerts in Japan look so much fun with like all the lighting and polytechnics. They have
Dude, they
giant
have them in
holographic
VR.
concerts. Like that's that's the kind of stuff you see in movies from the future about the
Yeah.
future.
Like holographics are really cool, but like they have concerts in VR now that you have to pay like $70 to experience in VR.
$70? That's
Is that
not
what-
that's
Yes.
not bad for an experience like that.
Is that what TikTok did with The Weeknd?
What?
Didn't TikTok have a concert recently?
I don't know. All I know is like I can't justify paying $60 to $70 for a like 2 hour long VR experience. I don't
Fair
know.
enough.
That's just
It depends. Are you like in an audience with other people in VR, or are you just
I
watching
honestly- I'm
a
not
video
sure.
in
It's in VR chat.
no, it's not in VR chat. It's in something called Quark, I think is what it's called. QARK.
Yeah,
Quark?
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
Captain Quark. Oh, that's right.
I was thinking Quark from Star Trek. Yeah.
I'm gonna look this up and make sure I'm not like telling some bullshit.
A lot of characters and places in Ratchet and Clank are references to Star Trek.
Makes sense. Star Trek Ratchet and Clank was just a sci-fi, kids first sci-fi.
Like Planet Dax is a reference to the character Dax.
That makes a lot of sense. Planet Dax was probably my favorite planet from the third game because it was the only Ratchet and Clank planet.
I liked it in Ratchet and Clank 3.
It was the most Ratchet and Clanky planet, like having multiple paths that would lead to different places. I'm not going to deal with you. I'm going to push you into the water.
Do it.
Gonna. My refusal to deal with Guardians right now is high.
But you get such good weapons from them. Even
No.
with magnets.
I killed it. I just refuse to deal with them personally. I got an ancient spring.
Ah, damn.
It was just a laser. It was like one of the mini laser guardians, not like the sword mini
Oh, well,
guardians.
so good.
Yeah,
I remember. This one's Magnesis.
yeah. I remember watching. I think his name is Game Champ on YouTube. But he does like these really cool challenges, and one of the challenges was playing this game without ever entering the pause menu. It's like, and you have to,
Oh,
you have to go into the pause menu to change a lot of things. So you had to pick the correct, like the correct order to get the power ups, so you can make sure you had magnesis for the entire run, mostly.
Yes. And the only way he could change rune was getting him upgraded.
Yeah,
So he could only do it once per rune.
It's
I think
it's
it's
called
also-
Bark. Sorry, just I found
Bark.
it.
yeah.
There's a link.
Also, I really liked how they set up the dungeon in this game. Like, you have hundreds of there's hundreds of shrines to find with their own puzzles, and then the actual divine base were just one big puzzle dungeon. I liked that, but some people didn't like that. I really liked that aspect of this game.
I love it, but I would also love the return of like full-blown themed dungeons.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I love that the dungeons are more specific to their puzzle. Like the theme is the puzzles involved, and moving the dungeon itself. However, after the fourth big one, like you want to change the scenery.
Yeah. There's one dungeon that it was like that marble game, get the ball to the end dungeon.
Was it
that
like the golf putting one?
it becomes that. Literally, it's a motion control puzzle, but if you flip the controller upside down, the marble will spawn on top of the labyrinth on top, so you have that full range of movement. And then it just becomes a game of trying to fling it onto the other side.
Yes, the
Paraguide, please.
motion control puzzles specifically are probably the worst part of this game.
Yeah.
And they're completely optional.
I mean, everything in this game is pretty much optional. Really. I'm gonna keep pestering him until he gives me the paraglider. This Link will be a petulant child.
At very least,
Wow, you just cut out heaps
albeit
there.
frustrating, the motion control puzzles aren't difficult.
Yeah. So you've had like little spurts of cutting in and out, but like just there was probably the worst one.
For me, or
Yeah, for you.
For you.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I have the honeybee stuck in my head because we talked about holographic performances.
The honeybee in. Like if there's one part of a game that will always make me happy, it's the honeybee in its Final Fantasy VII Remake. Like that is just a fun part, and seeing Cloud, my baby, just so uncomfortable but in a good way. It's like, I'm not used to this, but I like it.
Yes.
I do, man. I remember. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I remember seeing the absolutely amazed look on my dad and stepmom's faces when they saw. Actually, no, it was my dad's girlfriend with him. Anyway, my dad and whoever was sleeping with at the time saw my I was playing Final Fantasy 13, and I had like up on an HD TV. It was doing one of the cutscenes, and they were just blown away because you know they grew up in the 70s where it was like Pong and shit. So,
Final Fantasy 13 was a great movie.
seeing that magic in their eyes.
Final Fantasy 13 was a great movie.
Wait, what? Oh. No shit. The best movie I never finished.
Is that the one with lightning?
Yeah.
So the best movie I never started.
Lightning. So Lightning is the best Final Fantasy character in the worst Final Fantasy game. I take that back. Final Fantasy 13 is a great game. I just could not finish it. Like, I was 40 hours in, and it just felt like it was never ending. Like the story wasn't moving forward.
Right,
the characters were not bad, but nothing great. Like, I loved Lightning, but the supporting characters weren't that great for me.
I thought Snow was pretty good.
Snow was fun, but he's also voiced by Troy Baker, so like you have that charisma already.
Yeah. Either way, Josh, because I did the dresses segments again, I found that quote you were trying to remember the other day from Andrea. He wasn't talking about himself or the honeybee in specifically. He said he was talking about beauty.
Yes, you are right.
Yeah, and he says beauty is something to be had without shame and knows not the bounds of gender.
Yeah. No, I can't carry any more weapons. That's okay.
But yes, Andre.
I'm gonna
himself is
cook.
Considered male, just he loves beauty.
Yes. I'm gonna cook some apples and a mushroom
Hot fruit.
I remember the thing I wanted
and a
to
bumpkin
say.
horn and a bumpkin fang. Let's see how this goes.
But Coblin.
So we're
It is
Gordon
bobkin.
Ramsay's
It is bobkin.
Bobkin. God damn it,
Delicious.
Bobkin. That monster just ain't right.
Delicious. Well, Link can't cook. Let's move on.
So I watched a show recently.
Yeah.
It was recommended to me
Hmm.
by 3 separate people.
What show?
I've finished 2 seasons of it.
Umbrella
and
Academy?
I don't care.
Was it,
Dragon Prince.
Look. Okay, no. I'm not gonna... Look. You're wrong.
Like, I'm gonna finish it. Because there's only 9 episodes each season.
Yeah.
Right. Admittedly, I understand why people recommended it to me. The humor is right up my alley. I do like the humor of the show.
Yeah.
The characters are funny. The humor is funny. It's just not a good show. No, that's not a lie. It is a good show. It's not a great show. For me, personally, and I have to justify this
Yes.
because I really fucking tried.
Okay, dude,
It's
I'm glad you tried it. Like, it's not... Look, like I said earlier with I was talking about Australian media, like Oliver Twist, it's all personal preference. It's...
Yeah.
I loved it. I'm also just a big fan of Avatar, and it's by the same creators, and it was just right up the alley.
That's what it is. It's Avatar with less. It's so empty and generic. All the characters are stereotypical.
I'm trying
You
to
talk
really
about
hard right
Legend
now.
of Korra?
Dragon Prince. No, I love Legend of Korra.
I was gonna say,
Legend of Korra is great.
I haven't seen it. I mean, I haven't watched either. I've seen a little bit
But no.
of both, but I haven't really. Anyway.
My favorite character in Dragon Prince is Claudia, because she's interesting, she's exciting, and she's not a stereotype in any way, shape, or form. She's also really daggy, really dorky. Like, Claudia's great. Everyone else, like, I enjoy Rayla because of her accent, but like, that's all she is. Oh, look at me, I'm an assassin with an art. My personality traits are I'm afraid of water and I'm Scottish.
Uh-huh. You have to know, it's like, I'm trying so hard not to just butt in and be like, you're wrong. I'm trying hard.
Like, again, I've only watched 2 seasons. Every season is 9 episodes long, but it's just, like, it really is just a generic fantasy adventure. It's just Avatar with less creative animals. It's just Aragon. It's just every generic fantasy. It's just the generic hero's journey, right? You have your male protagonist. You have your female who kicks ass, but is, like, you know, falling for the main guy. Like,
So I think... Sorry to butt in. I think...
Yeah, go ahead.
What has happened here, and I could be wrong, this is just what I'm getting from this, is that you've gone into it with well, people have been recommending this, people say it's like Avatar, so that's in my mind of this.
I didn't even know it was by the same creators of Avatar. I was just getting the same vibes as Avatar.
Okay.
Like, literally, the only thing I knew previous to watching it was that people recommended it to me.
Okay.
That was it. I had no expectations of the show. I had nothing going into it. And it truly has just... It's a story going through the motions. Like, even the main bad guy, like, at the very start, he was, like, genuinely a good guy, genuinely concerned for his country and his kingdom, right? And I enjoyed that. And then he just flipped on a switch to, like, instantly evil. Right? It's like, okay, maybe he's not, like, evil, maybe he's just misled. It's like, no, throw this guy in the dungeon so he can do what he wants. Okay, cool.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I really loved it. Like, it's just not a show for you. And that's fine.
I think part of the problem is that, like, it's trying for the same grandeur as things like Avatar, but it just doesn't have the same space to flourish.
Maybe.
Right. As I said, each season was 9 episodes. I didn't even realize season 1 was finished. Like, it didn't feel like neither season 1 nor season 2 felt like a finale.
I get what you're saying.
Like, and yeah, I do love the representation. Like, I love that there's a deaf character
Yeah.
and that there's no subtitles. She has a translator who only speaks in context. Like, that's cool. Like, when she's just talking to her sister's grave, you don't get to hear what she's saying. You either have to know, have to look it up. Like, and I love that. Like, but I fucking loved the pirate with 2 eye patches.
Yeah.
Like, that was funny. What was that? There was a shadow. You're asking the wrong Captain Lassie.
Well, so what's a show you guys have watched recently that you guys would really recommend for people right now?
Umbrella Academy.
The Midnight Gospel.
That is way up on my watch list.
Yeah, it's very,
What's
very good.
that?
It's a very
Allow
deep.
me to enlighten you.
Go for it, Sonny. You're the one who's actually
Please do.
seen it.
I want it.
Okay, so it's on Netflix, and it's a show that was created by very well known and loved podcast host Duncan Trussell, D. Trussell, those who know. He's fantastic. So
Yeah.
essentially, the artists behind shows like Adventure Time decided to take the podcast format and see what would happen if you turned it into a cartoon. So he's essentially having his podcast, but it's like mixed in with this it's like there's a cartoon that you can watch to follow along with it. So he's having these really great, deep, esoteric conversations with people that are into like meta topics, and it's all through the lens of a cartoon. It's fantastic.
That sounds amazing. That sounds like the best way to enjoy a podcast.
Yes, I totally agree. And immediately after finding the show, I started listening to his podcast, and now I've joined his cult. So it's fantastic.
See, this sounds interesting because I'm not a person who enjoys, like, as a form of media. I simply can't do podcasts.
This would probably work for you then, because there's a lot to see.
Yeah,
And
like, and
if you
it's not the
don't want
visual
to have
aspect of
children.
podcasts. It's not the visual aspect of podcasts. It's more the format itself needs, like, a percentage of focus.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, because
Man,
that is
I
that
want to
is
watch
the
it with
only.
you now, so I can see your experience. So I can live vicariously through your experiencing it for the first time, since I can't do that again.
So you would,
Okay,
to Zach,
so
you
I'm-
would recommend Umbrella Academy, and Sonny, you would recommend Midnight Gospel.
Yes.
So my recommendation is an older show, like 10 years older. Avatar, and I've been rewatching it lately because I just wanted. First of all, it's been over 10 years since I've first watched it, but it's also just something I've been watching because it's familiar, and in a world where everything is so uncertain at the moment, trekking back into familiar territory is really good. And Avatar is an amazing series that everyone needs to experience.
It's a comfortable, familiar blanket.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Like, at the moment, Esther's been rewatching Supernatural for the same reason. She wants to delve into something that's familiar and predictable.
God, maybe I should watch Parks and Rec again. I bet that would be really comforting right now.
I want to rewatch Parks and Rec, but I don't have Amazon Prime anymore, and I don't have the box set. And I want the box set.
Yeah.
Parks and Rec was a really good. Parks and Rec was an okay show, but then season 2 made an amazing show.
But have you seen Making It?
No.
Oh my God, it's Amy Poehler and Nick Offerman together.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. That,
A really good
making
cast.
making it's good. They have
Oh.
pun-ups every now and then.
Yeah,
Oh God, it's
I
wonderful.
haven't seen
Watch
it.
it. Watch it now. Stop.
What's it on?
Stop the stream.
What's it on?
I think it's on Hulu.
Netflix. Ah, maybe not. Okay, I thought it was Netflix.
It's on one of those streaming services. I'm sure you can find it.
Um,
Oh God, it was so comforting.
maybe it's good.
watching
Who
them
knows?
together.
Another show I would recommend that it's hard for me to recommend because it's an anime, and like that shouldn't be a hard thing to recommend. But some people are just very picky when it comes to animation in general. I find Avatar isn't that nice moment, nice part of it being maybe an animation, but it can appeal to anyone. But this one's not only that it's anime, because it's on a very specific streaming service, and that's Funimation or Crunchyroll or yeah, those two. But My Hero Academia, that
It's good.
it is, for me, it is my favorite anime, and I have watched a lot of anime.
Yeah.
This
Especially
There
for
it
being
is.
like a newer anime, it's really good.
Yeah. But that's a show that just really appeals to me on every level, and it's a show with great characters. And not just great characters, but like if there's a character that you really like and want more screen time, they will have their episode, or their little arc later on. Like there's the character called Aoyama, and for the longest time was just this flamboyant weird guy, but then he has his episode, and he becomes your favorite character because you find out his backstory and why he is the way he is, and it's such an amazing show. Even characters that you do not like, you will have some kind of like towards. Pardon?
I can't, like, specifically for Aoyama, I can't confirm favorite character. His episode definitely made me more intimidated of him.
When I see that episode you're thinking of is when he became friends with Deku. I'm talking about the episode during the hero provisional test, where you find out as a kid his power was so different, and he didn't know what was going on.
Where he had his moment of weakness, yeah.
Yeah, he was so scared of being picked on because his power was weird to him. He didn't want to be different. He wanted to be like everyone else. He didn't want people to notice him. And then in the present, in order to save all his friends, to pretty much tell them where he is and get everyone over to where he is to help everyone, he literally had the spotlight on him because he has laser beams that come out his belly button. It was a very weird power for him to deal with. And so he
For
just
anyone to deal with, really.
yeah, and so he just blasted it into the sky to give his classmates a beacon of where to go. So he's always been scared of people knowing who he is and having the spotlight on him. So that moment of him overcoming that was just very powerful. But on top of that, characters like Bakugo, who at the start seems like a two-dimensional bully character, become one of the most explored, most grown character. Especially when it culminates in
Arguably the character with the deepest stomach in the show.
do you remember where they had to deal with, they had to pretty much babysit a bunch of preschoolers?
Yes, children.
And yeah,
yeah.
they had to babysit a bunch
For
of
the
children.
provisional lessons.
Yeah. They had to deal with this petulant child that was like, my powers are better than everyone, so I'm the best. You're just some stupid adult. And Bakugo, who's always been like,
Yeah, the whole point of the episode was these children are the next advancement in quirks and are significantly more powerful than anything previous. Like the whole class was more powerful.
ouch! That actually
How about you
hurt.
stop hurting yourself?
I died in the dumbest way possible. I
Oh, I can't wait to
casually,
see this. Just walked
the
off the edge. That was
I didn't mean to. I say a lot. It annoys me.
that's fine.
Damn it.
Oh wow, you did just walk off the edge. Holy shoot. You just stormed it.
Yeah. So Bakugo gets to this kid by pretty much just saying, by looking down at others, you'll never be able to see yourself grow, and grow yourself. That's pretty much paraphrased, and that quote is powerful for Bakugo because he always looked down on people, because from a very young age he was praised at having a powerful quirk that he was going to be the next big hero.
I don't think he looked down on people. I just think he wanted to be number one.
He looked down on people he didn't see as a challenge. He didn't see as competition or see worth in. So like when he fought Uraraka and people were like, she was just a weak girl, why didn't you let up? And he's like, she's anything but weak. It's like he could have gone all out, which he did in the intensity of his blasts, but he knew very well that if he slipped up, if he did anything wrong, she would have won, and he couldn't let that happen. So he did go all out against her because he knew just how powerful Uraraka was, and he saw that, and that's also why he is such a great tactician. He has very good battle sense because he just knows of how much he has to put in and knows not to underestimate his opponents.
Yeah.
How do I use my powers? That's it. No, Link. Honey. There we go. Is there a puzzle link to these metal blocks? Let's find out.
Hero name.
What?
Name.
What?
Quirk. Stasis room.
Oh, you're doing that. Okay. I got really worried. That's it. I'm just gonna yeet this.
Quirk. Sheikiously. He has the ability to move objects at will.
But only metal.
He also has the ability to take photos. Isn't that neat?
I remember this part. I hated this part. How did I get the snowy area?
Okay, so there's 3 different things you can do.
I know you can get like heat food.
Route A. Just take the damage and eat apples all the way up. That's what I did my first time.
I specifically went out and got like heat resistant food and ate it and then just walked up.
Route 2, cold resistant food. Route
Yes.
3, make that cold resistant food, give it to the old man at the shack so he gives you warm clothes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm going to do
You know that place where you have to chop down a tree to make a bridge across a chasm?
the top of my head, no.
It's on the other side of the cold mountain. It's on the top left side of the plateau. If you're looking
Okay.
at the map. There is a shack there that the old man will be, and he basically says, there's a spicy recipe that I cooked once, but I didn't write it down, so I can't remember it. If you can make it, I'll give you something warm to wear because I won't need my warm clothes.
Top left of the plateau, do you mean? You can't leave the plateau.
Left. Okay. On that map, it's the bottom right. It's next to the map. Yeah, next to the mountain.
Okay.
On the bottom right. Sorry.
All good.
Yeah, the complete opposite side to where you were.
All good.
But yeah, so what you basically need is fish, mushrooms, and spicy chili, which you can find at the gate, and some frost area.
Okay.
Hot peppers.
You guys ever play the Trauma Center games?
No.
God, they're amazing.
Is that the Wii games with the surgical stuff?
I had it for the 3DS or for the original DS.
I remember them existing.
Yeah,
They're
no, I've never played them myself. I have seen them be played.
They are a lot of fun, actually. Like, they're ridiculous. They're so over the top, and that's what makes them amazing.
We should get that YouTube doctor to play it. Can't remember his name. He like watches doctor shows and to react to them and stuff.
Oh yeah, that would be great. Actually, I wonder if
Is
maybe
that
Pardon?
where'd he go?
From desktop 0Q40.
What?
That was my echo yelling at me because I have your side through it.
I think Zach is in need of YouTube doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a no-go zone.
Welcome back.
I am here.
Okay, what happened?
I don't know. My Discord just keeps cutting out randomly. Josh will know.
Oh no. Oh no. I may have goofed.
What have you done?
Oh, I think I may have. Yeah, I started leaving the plateau by mistake.
Oh.
Whoops.
I wasn't keeping an eye on. No, you don't know.
Just drop. It's fine.
No, I did drop, and then I got back into the wrong spot.
Oh, it respawned you back in a bad situation.
Yeah.
Why were you climbing off the plateau because of my poor instruction?
I wasn't keeping an eye on the minimap. I thought I was on the wall, and the other side of the wall would be something. I know what I was doing. I wasn't keeping an eye on things properly. That is all.
Well done.
Thank you, and I'm gonna fall.
It happens, man.
I should just die.
You have the Sheikah slate. Why not fast travel?
I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Not fast travel.
That's fair point.
I forgot about that. God.
If you get stuck, just fast travel.
I actually forgot.
It's the first thing it teaches you from getting the Sheikah slate.
I'll be honest, I skipped all the tutorial stuff that was telling me all the stuff because
That's fine.
I played it before.
And clearly you didn't need the information.
I was kind of hoping that if I go back to the resting place that he would just heal me.
No.
Not the case. Okay, so what do I need for this chili?
you'll need fish, which you can find near the Magnesis
Mm-hmm.
shrine. You'll find chili at the gate at the foot of the at the foot of the chili mountain,
Okay.
and mushrooms are just under trees. And I'm pretty
Okay.
sure it is 2 fish, 1 mushroom, 2 chilies.
Yeah. Okay.
I love how you're making chili to get not chili.
I love making chili.
I mean, I keep calling them chili. They're just peppers. Stupid
Oh.
Americanized brain.
My sleep schedule's fucked again.
Same here, dude.
Ugh.
I was up until 4:30 last night.
Mm.
Then I woke up at 10. Lizard.
Josh, I'm not blaming you. Like, this isn't to put blame on you, but you screwed up my sleep schedule.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, streaming to midnight has pushed my clock back further than I was sleeping.
I did say game over.
You did say game over.
I did say just set your alarm to make you wake up at a particular time. Don't just let your body clock. You train your body.
No. I'm still waking up early. I'm just falling asleep later. Like, I'm not falling asleep when I want to now.
Okay.
Which has made mornings harder.
There's a music motif in Avatar that I really love. I can't. I don't know how to explain it. There's it happens in a lot of fight scenes, especially ones with Zuko.
It's like heavy drums.
Not the heavy drum. It might be. It's like yeah. It's like has like that kind of has
Oh,
that. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I've only just thinking of it because it's stuck in my head because every Avatar video that's been coming up on Facebook starts with that song, that tune. You know what's annoying? Before I died, I had 2 fish.
It's just imagining that out of context is so ridiculous. I don't know. Oh god, that's so dumb.
Sonny,
No,
do you...
you know what's annoying is before I left this mortal coil, I had a whole meal.
Frog.
Oh god.
Hot-footed frog. Damn. We got a hot-footed frog.
Damn.
You guys ever watch Totally Spies?
Oh,
Yes. Yeah, religiously. When I was a child, yes.
It was an odd show.
It was so anime for not being anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what's funny? People call Avatar an American anime. It was made by a Canadian-Korean animation studio.
No. I'm pretty sure people call it a Western anime, but that's okay.
I hear both. I've heard both, but I mostly hear quote unquote American anime.
Weird.
Because we want to take credit for everything.
Also,
Yeah, like tacos. Still American.
if it's Americanized taco, it's called a taco. It's tacky.
Yeah.
That's how my grandma says it.
Oh, my mom doesn't know how to say quesadilla. She says quesadilla.
Quesadilla. Quesadilla.
Quesadilla.
I love quesadillas.
I'm a weird person. I prefer quesadillas over burritos and tacos. I feel like I got two new enemies in this.
No, I'm thinking about like crunch wraps.
I love tortillas so much, and wraps.
Yeah.
Like I prefer the soft wrap over a
Yeah.
hard taco.
Like a soft shell taco are great, but at the end of
Like
the day,
because
it's
you
mostly
can
just a
fill
burrito.
both with the same ingredients.
So it's over here.
You can only put one in a toasty maker though.
Oh, so, alright, so Mount Helios is the cold area, right?
Sure.
I'm asking you.
There should be a stone archway. Like there's a big stone wall separating the cold mountain from the normal area.
Okay.
Should be a stone archway you can find the peppers at.
Okay.
That also acts as an entrance to the foot of the mountain.
As an entrance to the Foot Clan. Did you guys know that TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, was a loose parody of Daredevil? Because like it actually is. Ah, found spice pepper. Got it. Awesome. So how it works is that the chemicals that blinded Daredevil are the chemicals that turned the turtles into mutants. And Daredevil fights the Hand Clan, the Turtles fight the Foot Clan. It's
Sorry
like,
about that. My cat just had a fight.
well, they're fighting the Foot Clan.
It happens, man.
What?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Kitties, Teenage Mutant Ninja Kitties, Teenage Mutant Ninja Kitties, kitties in a...
Like seriously,
Leash.
they've never fought that seriously before. I'm a little concerned.
Maybe one was like, I like tacos, and one was like, I like quesadillas.
The other, and one of them's like, I like tacos.
Then they fought that one. And they're just like, let's put our side differences and beat this one up. Teenage Mutant Ninja Tacos.
That's
So-
short.
Ninja tacos.
So I heard something the other day that really resonated with me. And that was know your worth, but fuck your value. And pretty much what that translates to is that think
I'd
of
stick
it,
my dick in a $5 bill.
your own worth doesn't matter to other people because what they see in you is value. So knowing your own worth comes down to like this. Gold is as a mineral, as a rock, as a stone, is the greatest conductor for energy in the universe, and Earth just happens to have the biggest deposit of it that we know of. But 1 million years ago, someone was looking around and found some bit of gold and threw it away. It didn't, because he didn't see any value in it. But as you know, gold has a lot of worth. So to understand how that works is, I took your baked apple, okay? Your worth, you as a person, is worth more than how someone sees you. The value someone puts on you means nothing compared to your own personal worth.
Yeah, no, okay, I understand now that you've put it in those words. The way you're explaining the gold situation didn't help until you explained that part.
Yeah, like this is mostly like I'm
You're paraphrasing.
Yeah, I'm paraphrasing mostly. need to
See,
find.
other people's opinions don't matter because your true worth is still true.
Your true worth is not dictated by the value people put on you.
Yes. It exists regardless.
Yeah. Hyrule Herb, is that just weed?
Light it. Yes. Yes, it is. You can use it to make salad.
Do not recommend.
Unless you put radish in it, then it's fine.
I can't remember
Radish
where.
being the best in this game.
I can't.
Radish is overpowered.
Radish in a half shell. Radish power. I need to find a stove to cook on. A campfire to cook on with a stove thing.
You can find one at the shack.
Shack.
Or you can find one where you first meet the old man. No, that's a bonfire. Don't
Yeah, it's just a
mind me.
more bonfire. Look, this is in Dark Souls. Bonfires are useless to me.
No, there is a stove at the shack I was talking about.
Where's the
Where
shack?
the old man is. Bottom right of the map.
Okay.
So
Eastern
yeah,
Abbey?
if you're looking at the
No.
mountain, go left. It's past the Temple of Time.
Okay. I think that's where I failed to cook before.
Maybe. Did you get dubious food?
Yeah.
Did
I
you
did-
put monster parts in?
Yeah.
That
I
would
was
be
like,
nice.
mushroom, apple, bobkin tooth,
If
bobkin
you
horn.
zoom in on the map, you should see a building down there. Like, yeah, it is in that area you're hovering over.
That right there.
Yeah, that sounds right. About that, yeah.
How you going, Sonny?
What? I'm just tired.
I know
It's good.
you. Sonny messaged me and was like, "I'm really excited for this stream." I woke up at 5:30 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
And I was like, "It's just like any of our other streams, just weren't involved yelling."
I was just really looking forward to it.
And
I
then
knew that
and
starting
then
in a
Zach
couple
started
hours,
talking
I'm
about
like,
Dragon
wanna
Prince. Damn it. Yeah, and then Zach started talking about Dragon Prince and he started yelling.
I did not.
I know.
I was also iffy of the animation of that show. I like it. It's just very
The
late ooze.
First season they did with at a lower frame rate for artistic reasons.
Yes,
But after people
I
complained
did
about it,
notice that.
they fixed it with the second season onwards.
Yes, I did notice that. I just mean the visual aesthetic in general is very like late ooze.
I know
Which,
you're not doing it on
you know,
purpose,
makes
but
sense,
every
that's fine.
time you say late twos, you're
Late ooze, like 2000s.
yeah. Every time you say it, your connection gets all rickety, and it just elongates it longer
That's
than
hilarious.
you do. Like I'm Ivan ooze.
That's awesome. I love it.
I love this game.
It's awesome.
This is the
It's
perfect
all-
Zen game. Maybe not the
Until we hear the piano.
yeah.
Do, 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 do.
Okay.
Did you hear there were rumors? Or
Oh.
not even rumor. Amazon had a leak of Skyward Sword on Switch.
Yes, I did see that.
Like, it's not necessarily true, but it's I'd definitely be happy to see it.
Read again. I need to read this properly.
I'm so glad you had to stand on that book to read it.
Truly, I created the perfect dish. I call it spicy meat and seafood fry. Recipe does not only restores health, but also keeps me warm, even when traveling in the snowy mountains. No longer will I need my itchy warm doublet. Okay.
Okay, what? Okay, I remember what you need. You need 2 fish, 1 like bird meat, so like kill a bird.
Okay.
And yeah, 2 spicy peppers.
Are there birds at nighttime?
There are birds all around. You just have to kill one, like the tiny little ones, even, or the big storks. Storks? That's not right.
Storks is a great kids movie.
Yes.
Like, Key and Peele stole the show.
I agree.
Is that a bird?
Maybe.
I hear an owl.
You won't be able to kill an owl. They don't actually exist.
What's the point? Bad game. No owls.
You know what else doesn't exist?
Funny.
Australia.
That's true.
You guys both accused each other.
Rush room. I hate it.
I also have to point out that Sunny didn't accuse all of Australia, or just specifically just Australian, the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she does.
Only one Australian doesn't exist. The Australian does not exist.
That's what
Yeah.
that's what she's like. I've been telling people this the entire time. Like, Sunny's a meanie.
No,
Yeah,
she is.
I'm just the worst.
No, you're not.
Aw,
You're the
thanks,
bratwurst, and I really like
No, you're
bratwurst.
brats.
No, you don't.
I know what you're doing.
No, you don't.
Hey, Sunny, remember when you were talking about how you went to the market and I kept saying, no, you weren't. I was there. I didn't see you there. And you're like, Josh, stop it. That's what Zach is doing right now.
No, I'm not.
How do I get...
What?
How do I get behind this thing?
Blow it up.
I need the bomb, don't I?
Hmm?
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming, just from where I last
There's
saw
no...
you.
There's no...
I know where you're at the moment.
Oh, there isn't any, barrels. Fire barrels.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can either blow it up with a bomb or set it on fire with an
I
arrow.
have fire. I have torches.
That too. Or clubs. Walking in the club with my red hot club.
Yeah, look, bomb arrows. Don't you love when they give you the solution to the puzzle after? Oh, bees are a thing.
I'm glad Link doesn't have anaphylaxis.
Imagine if they did. So I'm one of the people who want there to be, if not Zelda in a playable Zelda, but like being able to play as Linkle. Because
Yes.
you can already change his name. So what's the
Well,
whole...
that's the thing. You can't change his name in this game.
Oh, yeah,
Like, that was a big thing of this one.
but like the whole concept of Link is putting yourself in his shoes. So
And for the early Zeldas, you didn't even get to name him. You were just naming the file.
yeah, but like
Like it wasn't until Link to the Past.
like I've seen people who say that if you can make Link female, that just ruins the character for me. And it's like, does it really?
He's not even a character, honestly.
Like, he is just a you self insert to Link. So I want you to be able to play as Linkle.
Yes, I think if you're going to make a character mute for self-insert, you should make them either androgynous or playable as either gender.
Yeah. They did a good job of making Link androgynous in this game.
Oh yeah.
But still, you should allow people to better pick.
Yeah.
Where was I going? All right, I need to kill a bird.
There should be birds near that shack, like towards the back end of it.
Is that a bird or is it a
Like
butterfly?
There's a
a
couple
bird.
of bokoblins hanging out
Oh
under
look,
a tree.
birds. That didn't work out. I want to throw the spear at him.
That'd work.
I missed, and goodbye spear. Well, that was fun using that. I literally just got it.
It sounds like your fault, not the birds.
Yeah. No, the birds. They should have been hit. That's actually annoying. I like that spear. Oh well.
It's a good spear.
Oh, was that a
you threw them at the flying birds. That's never gonna work.
Okay, now I know. Look at that. I killed some birds.
There should be some just sitting around, man.
Raw bird drumstick.
Yeah, that's what you want.
I promise, I've beaten this game before. A year ago. Last time I played it, too. So what's this recipe? 2 fish, 2 something, 2 something.
2 fish, 2 spicy peppers, 1 raw drumstick.
Okay.
That should get you the food you want, and then you present it to the old man by
Okay,
talking
so
to him.
2 fish. 2 fish.
Yep. 2 peppers, 1 raw meat.
1 raw meat. Okay.
Hold it and then throw it in.
Spicy meat and seafood fry.
It's the one.
Wow, you just crackled everywhere. You just crackled all over the stream.
Sorry. By the way, you can find better armored pants in one of those buildings near the Temple of Time.
Okay. You're probably right.
Just so you're not wearing those rags.
I haven't really paid attention to my armor right now. Except for this right now. Because I need that warm doublet. But I'm going back to the Temple of Time anyway, so I'll take a look around. I know this is a me thing, but I had like all the best armor, and now I'm replaying it. It's like, I miss it all. I miss all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yes. With this, the warm doublet itself is meant to be a loose homage to Link's normal clothes
Yeah.
because it's default green.
Thanks, Snack1408, for the follow. Sneak. I like that name. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but thank you.
Hello, Snick.
What was that mysterious voice? Sunny?
Who is that? Wait, what? What's going on?
Is that
Yes.
you? Are you still here?
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Talking about you.
Asshole.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
About you, not to you. Jesus.
How do I present the food to the old man?
Just you're meant to
People
talk to him
don't
at the
like
shack.
me.
I was just at the shack and he wasn't there.
Okay, he's not.
I just
He's
fast
not in the shack.
traveled.
He's chopping down trees around there.
I just fast traveled from there. How to go back? Well, you didn't specify. You just specified not talk to the old man.
But you knew he was around. I told you he was around.
I saw him laying in the bed. I then cooked the food, went to the bed. Oh, he wasn't there. I looked around for a second and was like, oh, he must not be here. I know where I'll find him. But no.
Oh, dear. No, I said he was chopping down trees.
I just fast traveled from there.
Well, you can
Damn
find
it.
the pants.
Okay.
And then go.
I'll get some new pants. Because right now I'm in pajamas. Where's this house? I'll have new pants. You're laughing because I made a Futurama reference.
It's one of those broken temple buildings. Like, there's 3 different ones and they're supposed to represent the 3 different goddesses.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, they're like right next to the Temple of Time.
Okay.
Like, there's that staired pathway
Wow, I'm
that connects all of them to the Temple of Time.
Okay.
Murderer. You just killed all those dudes.
The Bobkins.
Just those bros hanging out, chilling.
What the fuck they ever do to you, man?
What was that old Vine? 3 guys, they're in a hot tub 5 feet apart because they're not
2
gay.
guys.
2 guys.
2
2 guys in the hot tub 5 feet apart because they don't want corona.
2 guys chilling in a hot tub, rubbing next together because they are gay. Who can say what they're going to
I linked that song way too much to Deadpool.
Why?
Because the opening to Deadpool 1. You know the giant accident on the highway?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
I think that was Deadpool. That was that scene. I know it's in Deadpool.
Okay.
Well, the shack isn't really that.
Yeah, I'm watching the stream and I really don't know where you're wandering to.
I'm trying to find these places you told me about. You don't give a good description. I'm sorry.
I said they're crumbled down stone buildings.
Everything's crumbled down snow buildings.
To the Temple of Time.
That's a mood.
With stairs. Staired pathways.
Okay, cool. Where's the old man? Oh, there he is.
Not that
You
far.
wanna know what's bullshit?
Zach? I'm kidding.
What?
I just drank half a pot of coffee.
That sounds like it's gonna give you the shits.
Sounds
That's
like what?
just normal.
It's gonna give you the shits.
Yeah.
I probably will poop really well, but like, I want to stay awake. My body's like, no, you're gonna go to sleep soon. Good night. Great.
You go to sleep.
Zach, you won't let me give him the food.
Talk to him again.
I just did.
Did you make the wrong recipe?
No?
Have you tried getting down on one knee, looking him right in the eyes, telling him how much he needs you?
Doesn't he say something and walk to his shack?
He gave me the firewood. To follow him?
Yes.
I don't remember it being this much hassle.
Because I don't think you've got it before.
I'm pretty sure I did. Because I had it. I had the warm doublet. My first playthrough. I wore it for a very long time because I had good defense.
3.
And
Are you sure you're not thinking about the Hylian armor?
I'm thinking. I wore it for a long time before I got the Hylian armor. Before I got most of anything. I remember having it. Zach, I remember having it, okay?
Okay.
I remember having it, okay?
Follow him to his Chucky.
I remember having it, okay? God, this seems uncomfortable.
He was so comically slow.
This is worse than escort missions. It's not even an escort mission.
It's also only like 20 meters away.
I cooked
With
something.
no danger.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I had that. I have that.
Okay.
And it's only 1 defense. 2 defense.
3 defense.
2 defense. It says 2 defense, Zach.
It's not your door. Okay.
2 defense, sitting in a hot tub,
That's
5 feet apart because they're not gay.
You fucking nerd.
Yeah. Can we talk about the balls Nintendo had by giving you an iPad in this game?
Yeah, that was.
Can we talk about the audacity Nintendo has for giving Mario nipples but not Link?
Mm-mm. I was taking a sip of my coffee. Don't do that to me.
How am I supposed to know, man? We're having a conversation here.
Did you know that in the concept art for Odyssey, Mario didn't have nipples, but he had nipples in the game.
This concept art, man.
Nipples were not a concept yet.
Nipples weren't invented yet.
Okay, where are
It's a
these
fiction.
rundown houses you keep talking about that I don't believe exist yet?
They're not houses. They're broken down stone temples
There are a lot of
that are
those in this
connected
game.
by a stone pathway right next to the Temple of Time.
You need to be more specific.
They
There's
should
a
just
lot.
look like broken down squares. They don't have roofs.
I don't believe they exist yet.
You've walked through them.
With these things.
I don't know. I'm well behind the stream. They're basically squares. They might have goddess imagery on the floor, but there should be a chest in one of them.
I had a crush on the goddesses in Ocarina of Time. The fairy goddesses.
Oh, okay. Not the goddesses. Okay.
I also had a crush on who was the Gerudo chick?
Nabora.
Yeah, Nabora. I loved her.
Yes, that thing with the windows and the stones was...
See, I'm looking at these pants, but I don't think they exist.
I still don't believe you. And yeah, look at that. It does have the imagery in the... Cool. What did I say? Stone stairs connected to Temple of Time.
I so don't believe you. Okay, I guess I should go to the Mountain Observatory. It's not it, but I'll get there eventually.
The Hylian trousers.
I was also kind of doing like a loose Futurama reference of the world of tomorrow.
Yes. just got to the part where the choo-choo jumped out of the fucking barrel you opened.
Yeah.
Like, oh, hey there, buddy. Bah!
Hi there. Oh, do you remember playing Dragon Quest 8 and getting 7/7 King Slime? Every
Yes.
time?
Yes.
Oh man, I hate to do this, but I'm like sleep here. I gotta go back to bed.
Sonny, thank you
That's
very
Sonny.
much for dropping in.
Thanks for having me. I always
No
have a good time.
problem. You go sleep. You
I will. Thank you. I'll
you
see you
rest.
guys next time.
One more thing, Sonny.
Yeah.
Have a great day. Have the best day.
Thank you. That's very kind. I'll do my best. You too. Get some good sleep whenever you do go to bed.
I probably will after this.
Awesome. Well, have fun.
Thank
See you later,
you.
Zach.
Thank you for dropping in.
See
Now it's just you and me, Zach.
you. Pardon?
Now it's just you and me.
That's not what it sounded like.
What did it sound like?
From my end, it sounded like, now it's you and me.
You and Mikhail.
You and me. I want my board.
You know, it was a really good show that long lasted 2 seasons because of some reason. The Mick. It was a really good show, but it didn't last nearly as long as it should have. I remember creating a path with the doors, with like metal doors over here, to get across the bridge. But I'm guessing you're not meant to do that. I guess you're meant to build the bridge all this wood.
You're meant to build the bridge any way you see fit, man. That's what this game
I
is all about.
love Korok leaves. They are the best.
Yes. They're good fun. Yes, the old man hints that you can use the trees as bridges, but you don't have to do it that way. You
Yeah, I
don't have
remember
to do it
having...
anyway. You can go up the icy mountain.
You're right. I remember having 2 big metal doors and using them as like, cross one, bring another one around, cross it, bring another one around.
I remember trying to use the metal doors to walk across the icy river and falling in. And I'm like, okay. No. Oh, let's go to the
The
next
boat.
bridge.
The Korok leaf. It all makes sense.
Yeah, with the raft. I didn't
I'm-
know Korok for a second. But I was also rushing, eating apples because I was freezing for my first time.
That didn't work out.
I
That
had
didn't
this
work
weird
out.
obsession the first time I played this game of refusing to cook because I didn't want to learn the systems.
I'm meant to get a... Oh, hello there. Oh, hello there. I need a weapon. Isn't there like a perfect timing thing with backflipping?
Yes, it gives you the flurry rush.
Oh, that's right. One thing I love doing is just throwing their heads in impossible to reach spot.
The thing I love most about the Korok leaves is that it never runs out of durability, just flapping out.
Yeah.
I do hope the durability system of the next game is revamped.
Yeah.
Like, not necessarily gone, just different. And also have the ability to repair weapons.
Yeah. Okay, how am I gonna get over here? Get over to the boat. Nope.
Gary.
Nope. No. That was instant.
Yeah. No, that's not great. Cinnamon crust doesn't.
Zach,
Mm-hmm.
love you, buddy.
Love you too.
We need to normalize just telling your friends you love them.
Oh yeah, I completely agree with that. I do it, but like, more people should be fine with it. Mind you, I'm also one of those freaks who's comfortable with who he is.
How dare you be comfortable with who you are?
Yeah.
Also, this is very much a personal thing, but platonic kisses, like kisses on the cheeks, even platonic kiss on the lips, should be normalized. It shouldn't just be a thing designated for, oh, it's only good if girls platonically kiss. Like it should be fine for guys to do it. It should be fine for a guy and a girl to do it. Platonic kisses should be fine. Shouldn't just be a quirky thing that girls do at parties. Like that's how it's seen mostly. It's like, oh, they're girls. It doesn't mean anything. Why can't it be the same thing with two guys? You know?
I can't say I've personally seen too much of it. Either way.
See, I know people like that who see, like, there's platonic kissing and there's romantic kissing. Very different things for them.
There's also like a cultural thing behind it, like Italians and French are much more
Yeah.
casual, platonic, like greeting kiss. But yeah, like
Wrong button.
love it so much.
Jesus.
How'd you get to the boat? I saw you trying to get there for ages, and then I look away for 2 seconds, and you're on it.
Would you believe magic, my boy?
I wouldn't, actually.
I got exploded with ice.
It happens, man.
I need to cook more. I learned how to cook banana bread for the first time of the day.
Proud of you.
It was great. And see, the thing is, I love cooking. I'm a good cook. I'm not really a baker, so like, I don't.
I'm definitely more of a baker than a cook.
I cooked sticky date for the first time a couple weeks ago. I baked banana bread last week. Like, I don't know. I just find, because cooking for me is more active than baking. Like, you bake it, put it in the oven, wait 2 hours. Cooking, you have to, like, for me, is a little more active. That makes sense.
I like baking, like, especially cookies, because they're quick and easy. But yeah, like banana bread. As a kid, I used to just make bread with grandma a lot.
Yeah.
That was a thing we did quite a lot. There's a lot of baking. Mind you, as far as cooking is concerned, I'm much more adept at breakfasts than dinners. I'm not good at dinner food.
I remember you cooking me up some French toast for breakfast one morning. Do you remember the full English breakfast I made for you and I for 2 days in a row?
Yeah.
The only thing we didn't have was baked beans
Skins.
because we had everything else, and that's fully enough.
I am very okay with that because I don't like baked beans.
I mean, I would, as much as I love like a tin of Heinz baked beans, if I were to make like a full-on English breakfast, which I did almost, I would do it. I would make my own baked beans.
Yeah, no, I don't like any tinned Heinz food.
See, okay, so what if I made you baked beans like from scratch? Would you give them a try?
Yes, I will give them a try. I just know how I am with baked beans. My grandma used to make homemade baked beans, and it was more of a barbecuey kind of flavor, like a barbecue hickory
Yeah.
kind of bit, like almost bechamel Worcestershire kind of stuff. Unless it wasn't too complicated.
There were at when I first started working at the restaurant I'm working at, on the menu we had a halloumi burger, which was halloumi cheese, with an in-house made baked beans, a couple other things, but it was like one of the best burgers I've ever had. It's like it would get like a thick bit of halloumi, which is then grilled, but like it's not like a normal cheese that melts normally. Like it keeps its shape, it just becomes gooey. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
It was a vegetarian burger because the patty is the halloumi, the chunk of halloumi.
I had halloumi for dinner last night.
Yeah.
It was good. But yeah, continue. Good burger.
Yeah.
Baked beans.
I can't remember what else was on it, but it was just really good. Like the chef that used to work there was like, "Hey Josh, what do you want for lunch? What do you want for dinner?" Because if I was working to close, they would cook me dinner. And I'd be like, "I don't know, what can I have?" It's like, "Well, do you want a halloumi burger?" I was like, "I've never had that. What is that?" "Well, I'll just make it for you and see if you like it." And then I fucking loved it.
Halloumi is great. It's freaking wonderful.
There's a lot of foods that I have experienced from working at a restaurant.
Yeah. It definitely helps.
Yeah. And there's this I feel like people need to expand their palate more. And that was easy for me because I worked in a restaurant. So my palate was constantly experiencing new foods. And I already liked cooking, but it wasn't until I started working there that I really expanded into loving it more. It became a passion for me to cook. It's not what I want to do as a profession. But everyone should know how to cook. Like that is a basic skill that I think everyone needs to learn in some form. And that's why I hate modern home economics classes, because they're meant to teach people the basics of cooking, and all they teach you is how to open a tin of sauce and heat it up, which is not good.
And tea cake.
Yeah, and tea cake. Yeah, like my little sister, she was like, "I made spaghetti." I was like, "How did you make the sauce?" Because it didn't taste bad. It was like just tasted a bit off. If that made sense. Like it didn't seem right. Like it tasted. It's kind of tinny, like kind of artificial. Like, how do you make the sauce? Well, we didn't. They just gave me a jar of sauce and that was it. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. So yeah, our school has dropped in standards since we were there, because when I went there, they actually taught us how to make a decent sauce.
All I remember in home ec was making risotto, which is probably one of the worst dishes you can make because there is no such thing as a consistently liked risotto. Everybody likes risotto differently.
They also didn't teach
Like,
you how to
there's
make it with
there's
the right
literally
rice.
no such thing as a good risotto. It doesn't exist.
I mean, it's all preference.
Exactly. Like, but there's no standardized cooking method for risotto because it's such a preferential dish.
Here's the standardized way of cooking risotto. Use arborio rice. Arborio rice. That is the rice you use.
Well, yeah, that's risotto. Yeah, but like, how long you cook it to, what consistency? Like, like standard issue spaghetti. You cook till al dente. Right, noodles you cook for 2 minutes, like 2 minute noodles. Right, with arborio rice, like even normal like long grain cuppa rice, you cook with a specific amount of water for a specific amount of time. It's so much easier in a rice cooker, kind of shit. But arborio rice
I have a story about rice
doesn't
cookers.
have that standard.
I have a story about rice cookers, but you keep going.
Go ahead. Let's hear
Okay.
this story.
So I was cooking my lunch one day. It was chicken and rice. And I was talking to Alec, and he was like, "You should get a rice cooker. It cooks it perfectly every time." And I got a message like 10 minutes later saying I burnt my rice. Meanwhile, my rice cooked perfectly in a pot. That's the story. I found it very funny.
Nice.
See, rice cookers are great and all, but like, I know how to cook rice, so it's just like chuck in a pot with the right amount of water and walk away, come back, and it's done. I can start prepping other things.
Yeah,
I don't need to worry
absolutely.
about whether or not I got on the right settings.
I mean, there are only 2 settings on a rice cooker.
I haven't never used a rice cooker, so I don't.
Yeah,
That's just
there's
tragic.
cook and warm.
That was just tragic. What just happened?
I'll try to see. No, my stream's frozen, man.
Oh,
It's and the internet's fucking shit tonight.
that's depressing.
Rice cook is easy. You just put in as much and then say cook, and it'll put itself to warm when it's done.
But there's also different ways of cooking rice. There's cooking through absorption, cooking
But yeah,
through steam. Like, there's different ways of cooking rice. So again, there's no real standardized way of cooking rice. It's all about preference as well.
No. That's
You're cutting out heaps.
different methods, right? You have steamed rice.
I'm gonna try
have
something, Zach.
cooked
Give me a
rice.
second. I want to try something.
Like,
I'm
but
gonna try
there is
something.
like a
Zach,
Okay.
okay. You there? Zach? Zach? Oh my god. Oh, Zach.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Cool. Is this any better?
Yes.
Good.
Okay, now continue.
Yes, what I was trying to say was those are different methods of cooking rice. That's not what I mean by standardized. Like, if you want steamed rice, you do it for this long and you get this result.
Yeah.
If you want like pot cooked rice, you put it in the pot with this much water, like this, you have this ratio, you cook it for this long, and you get this result.
Yes.
With arborio rice, it can be a difference of 10 minutes to get a completely different consistency, and no one can tell you that's the wrong way to cook arborio. Like, there is no wrong way to cook a Boryu except burnt and not cooked. Like,
Yeah.
everywhere in between this is risotto.
And also,
Like, but you can easily undercook rice. You can easily overcook rice.
yeah. Also, I found the doors that I yeah.
That you remember using.
Yeah. The doors. So I was wrong. They are set up on pillars. They're not just floating on the water.
Because they're metal.
Yes.
There's also one underneath the water, like in the water. A bit further down, I think. Or maybe it's just a metal bar, I don't know. I remember taking
There was a
a
metal,
metal
box.
box from the magnet area.
It won't know what hit them.
Give me 2 seconds.
Whoa, no. Oh no. Oh no.
And I'm back.
Oh my gosh, I carried this door with me the entire time. Where's a Lionel? I can take it down with just a door.
You can.
Oh, that was more fun than I thought it was gonna be.
I thought you were going to say that was more fun than sex.
Well, yes. Yes, it is.
Considering I've played with the door before.
Have you, though?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, nice.
I took a metal bookshelf all the way from Hyrule Castle to the Great Deku Tree.
Yeah.
Just because it was fun.
Goodbye, club. Goodbye, tree branch.
I also killed a liner with that same bookshelf. It was great.
That's impressive.
We had so many fun times. I also threw a guardian with it into the river, into the moat of Hyrule Castle.
All I can think of right now was when Nappa was playing with the Rancor.
Yeah.
He was my best friend. He's dead, Nappa. No!
One of my favorite things to do with that bookshelf was as I was leaving Hyrule Castle, because there were so many guardians, I'd use this metal bookshelf to stealth my way right next to the guardian.
I keep whistling. I don't mean to whistle.
That bookshelf was my favorite friend. He was my only companion other than
Put all
all of
this
my
in
horses
there.
I abandoned when I needed to jump somewhere.
Oh, that's why I can't do that. Oh my god, Link!
I can say looking off around wasn't an original idea, it was a trend going on Reddit at the time.
Yeah.
Just taking the bookshelf to random place. Somebody took it all the way up to...
You are cutting out so much, Zach. Yay, dubious food.
Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. Let's try just mushrooms. Let's try just mushrooms. Woot! Mushroom skewers. Nice. I don't know what you said.
Give me 2 seconds!
Okay. Let's try these 3 things. Steamed meat. Nice. Try
I can, in good
honeycomb
confidence,
and
give you
mushroom.
like, I can That'll be honeyed mushrooms.
What about the chili as well? Glazed mushrooms.
Yeah, sorry, glazed.
Hey,
yeah.
JV3 Gaming, what's up?
Cook, baby,
Nice.
cook! Yes, I can in confidence tell you most of the recipes with the ingredients you have at the moment.
Okay, let's just check all this and see what happens. It's not gonna
Like,
work
I
out.
knew-
No.
I knew
Oh.
there was going to be sauteed.
Mushroom skewers, but better.
Yeah. Yes.
Yo.
Put honey with an apple and you get a honeyed apple. Oh, no. You get glazed fruits or something? Honey, butter, and an apple, and you get a hot buttered apple,
Yeah.
which is good.
I remember there was it. Wasn't there a
yeah.
recipe that would always like guarantee just like fucking a bunch of hearts?
Okay, if you have any hearty foods, so like hearty radish,
Yes.
truffles, and the like, you get extra hearts.
Yeah.
Like you get those yellow extra hearts, and having those dishes will fill up your health bar to full and extra every single time.
Yeah.
The same way endurance food does that with your stamina, like endurance carrots and endurance shrooms.
Okay.
So yes, hearty radish, big hearty radish, hearty truffle, big hearty truffle. And I think hightail lizard, endurance lizard.
Oh, okay, I didn't die.
Hearty bass. That's it. That's the other one. There's a big blue fish
Yeah.
that gives you good heals.
Not on the other
Call it
restaurants now.
Bass. I liked putting
I'm playing
Just-
on the Switch.
I'm playing it on the PS Vita.
I have. Where is my Vita? Hey, my Vita's right here.
I don't know a single person who has played it on the Wii U.
I know 2 people who did.
The only reason I could figure for getting it on the Wii U would be for the modding,
Yeah.
like modding the game.
Yeah.
That would be the only reason I would get it.
I was gonna get a Wii U, but then the store closed, so I was like, everything I want on the Wii U is coming to the Switch anyway, so I was mostly just wanting to get a Wii U for all the virtual console stuff, but I waited too long to get one, and yeah, the store closed. The eShop store for the Wii U closed, so no point for me at least.
Is it closed? I thought it.
They did it. They're doing it.
Back.
They were doing a soft close, but that just means that they're getting ready to close it all.
Yeah.
JV also plays on the Switch. What have you been playing recently, JV? Yeah, they're doing a soft launch, soft close. That's why I bought a bunch of old stuff on the 3DS before that was going to close. I think I spent $200 just on all the Pokemon games, like on the all the Game Boy Pokemon games, all the Game and Watch games.
Versions?
Yeah, I got Crystal, Blue, Red, Yellow, Gold, and Silver.
Didn't you buy me yellow when you got that game?
Yes, I bought Yellow because it was my favorite of first Gen 1 and figured, hey, you could like it too.
And I did like it.
That's good.
I played through the whole game. And then it got corrupted, so I played through it again and cheated.
I remember you saying your game got corrupted, and I was like, you're complaining about it, which understandable. But it came off as in such a way that I was like, how dare the game corrupt? I was like, You don't know, man. You didn't have the original Game Boy cart that just had the save battery die.
That was for Gen 3, yeah.
Gen 1 and 2. Save batteries
Gen
die.
1 did-
Yes.
that's-
Game Boy
Okay.
and Game Boy Color games had save batteries. If they died, your games wouldn't save.
Okay.
JV got the Nintendo when it first came out. Like NES when it first came out, or Nintendo Switch when it first came out.
No,
You
the
have to
company.
be. Oh, you got Nintendo with the company. So what was that like? They were a toy company before they became games. When was that?
They were also a card company.
Well, I
They
count
were
that.
also a taxi company and a hotel company. Like, there were a lot of things before they settled on video games.
Yeah, that's true. But even then, their marketing for the original NES was that, hey, this isn't a game, it's a toy.
It's a
Have a
computer.
console as well.
Yes, Rob. Yes, I got. Normally, when I buy a console, I have to have a certain amount of games I know I'm going to buy on that particular console.
Yeah, I don't have
Before I
that.
even consider saving for it. But when the Switch came out, like I knew I was gonna get that day one.
Yeah, I don't have that. I just like if I just get the console, games will come. Like I'm getting the PS5 and the Xbox X when they come out. Xbox X, I'll probably wait because Halo was being delayed by a few months, so I'll probably wait. But I'm definitely getting the PS5 when it first comes out.
I also don't normally buy consoles like when they first come out, just in general. Like my PS4, I got years down the track.
Yeah.
I got my PS4 when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, which was like, I think 3 years after it came out, 3, 4.
Yeah. I got my Game Boy when I was a kid, but every other console apart from my GameCube were hand me downs. So like my PS2 was a hand me down, my 360 was a hand me down. It was so when I was earning my own money and could afford to buy the stuff that I couldn't afford, I just started. It's like, okay, I want to collect games. I love video games so much. I want to be able to collect them. So I bought. So like my Xbox One was a gift, but then I bought myself a PS4. I bought myself a Wii. I bought myself a PS3, a Switch, DS. Like I wanted to better buy these things. It's only now that I'm an adult that I have to stop myself from just buying things and actually save and make sure I have savings. Because what really hit me at the start of this lockdown was I couldn't work. Like I got stood down, so I couldn't work. I still had my job, but I just couldn't work. And I didn't have much of a savings because of all the stuff that happened at the start of the year with moving. So I didn't really have savings left. And then I didn't have a job, technically. So for 4 weeks, I had no income. And since then, I'm just like, okay, I need to make sure I have savings. I need to make sure that I'm not in this situation again.
Yeah, admittedly, if anything's gonna kick you in the butt, like, that's the best way to have it happen.
Yeah, but not only that, I had debts. So like the moment I got into government assist from Pays, like government, like Centrelink or the Dole or whatever you want to call it, I immediately paid off my debts. I immediately started saving.
I'm lucky I've never had any debts. Just because of the way I've managed money, and I simply haven't bought anything like big.
Yeah.
Like, I've never bought a car, I've never had insurance, I've not bought a house, like...
See, because like my debts were with ZipPay, and ZipPay is very flexible. But like I had rent, I had I had rent, I had insurance. It's like I had overheads mostly. That I was mostly worried about. Because like with ZipPay, I could just, okay, as long as I meet the minimum requirement of $60 a month, then then things won't be any there won't be any problem.
But without an income, it's harder to make those minimums.
Yeah. Like I stretched out my my last $600 paycheck. I had to stretch that out over 3 weeks, which was annoying. It was tough, actually. It was okay. It was, I say tough. It was
I really shouldn't look at that.
what?
No, I personally find it funny because of the situation I put myself in like an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, don't mean to go too far into it, but $1,000 got stretched over a year.
But I'm guessing by stretching it over a year, you were saving a lot.
No. I
Oh.
had no income for almost a year. Like I wasn't even on Centrelink because of who I am as a person.
Yeah, but now I'm working again. I'm getting back on. I'm got a steady pay, but it's just scary, man. Like I'm glad I'm still living at home. So my parents were they let me slide with rent. But I still paid, like the first week I still paid them my rent, and then I think I did the second week too. It was only after that second week I couldn't pay them, and they were fine with it. And the fact of the matter is, I want to move out with Esther and a couple of friends. So like, if I was living with them, I'd have been in a way worse situation, really.
Yeah.
So, if possible, live with your parents as long as if you're able, live with your parents as long as possible to save up before you move out. I had to preface if you're able.
That's another westernized thing.
What, living with your parents?
Trying to force you out of your parents' home for as soon as possible.
It's.
Like a lot of westernized cultures, a lot of non-westernized cultures have like people living with their parents until they pass away, or unless they are insanely rich, like affluent enough to buy their own house.
Yeah. There could be many reasons why people move out of their families' houses immediately. Like, it could be a mental health thing. It could be a toxic environment, so you want to get out as soon as possible.
Oh, yeah.
It could just be that
there are definitely benefits.
Yeah, could just be that I want to be by myself. I want to be independent, and people do that. People also just live with their parents forever. There's that too.
Yeah. For some people, it's as simple as I want to walk around the house naked.
Yeah.
So I will get my own place.
Okay, I should probably pay attention. I've been walking around in circles. Where is the next shrine?
The bomb shrine
Any shrine.
in that labyrinth with the guardians,
Great.
right side of the tower.
I'm actually in that direction. Go, awesome. I'm walking that direction.
That's the beautiful
already.
part of the plateau. It is only so big.
Yeah.
Question: do you want to take on the Talus before you leave the plateau?
Talus? I probably will.
The stone Talus.
I probably did when I first played it.
Would you like to on this playthrough, just to, put a nice little neat little bow on the plateau?
I guess.
Because by all means, you should be capable as a player to be able to take down a stone talus after you get all the runes.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't suggest it to a first-time player, but I'm sure you can manage it.
I've beaten Dark Souls. Nothing I can't manage.
Except goddamn DS Kingdom Hearts spin-offs.
Hey. No one can manage those.
That's not true. It's some people's favorite aspect of Kingdom Hearts. You know what's... I found an interesting fact on the DS ones, actually, today.
What's that?
There was an interview with Nomura in an Ultimania about 358.5 days.
Yeah.
But basically it went along the lines of there was an E3 presentation that introduced Birth by Sleep, 358.5 days, and Coded all at the same time, all in the same presentation.
Yeah.
So they were all revealed at the same time. Coded, the one on the mobile, by the way.
Yeah, like the Nokia game.
Yeah, but they were all so they were all revealed at the same time, but the way they were brought to Nomura and Square Enix specifically, all came in at different times and all came in from different people.
Yeah.
Like, Birth by Sleep was a one Square Enix themselves wanted to make. Like, that was an in-company decision. They wanted to make a prequel game, expand Kingdom Hearts more.
Yeah.
And bring in the earlier Disney movies. Because, like, they're like Disney's treasures. Like, your Cinderella, your Snow White, your Sleeping Beauties.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a decision made by Square Enix. Nintendo actually came to Square Enix themselves and said, we would like a Kingdom Hearts game on the DS. Like, we think the DS would make for a good Kingdom Hearts game.
Where is the labyrinth? There it is. Eastern
And
Abbey.
I think that's incredibly interesting. And what was it? Who was it? Disney. Disney asked them to make a game for mobile.
Yeah.
Disney asked Square Enix to make a game for mobile. So, like, admittedly, the stories for these games were all made, like, completely separate. They're all the story is Nomura, and all, like, he had the planned out story and then put them in games. And 358.5 days Inception is extremely weird because the first thing they did was make the multiplayer aspect. They found the DS and they made the multiplayer aspect first. And they originally wanted to do it with Disney characters, but then didn't think Disney would like other Disney characters fighting each other.
Yeah.
So they made it cooperative instead of competitive. And then they just didn't include Disney characters anyway. They decided to play it safe and make it all about the organization characters because, one, they're easier to work with and they all have different weapons anyway.
Yeah.
And then they asked for Disney's permission to use Donald and Goofy. And Disney's like, yeah, as long as they're not going head to head. So that's why they're the only Disney characters in that game. That and Mickey. Like, you can play as King Mickey in 358.5 days. Just cause. I also like how they made Sora distinct in that game for no reason. Like, he's a hard to unlock character in the multiplayer aspect of it.
Yeah.
And he plays differently to Roxas. He's got his KH1 playstyle.
Yeah.
Whereas Roxas has more of the KH2 stuff.
Okay.
And that, I assume, like, game-wise, is because it's set while Sora's in the coma.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
I hope. Not gonna lie, the one thing I'm getting tired of with Kingdom Hearts is them just erasing Sora's progress as a powerful character. Like,
Not gonna lie, I just want an actual multiplayer Kingdom Hearts game.
yeah, but
Like they have enough like original characters and
Yeah.
original. Like even in Keyblade Wielders, they have enough different, unique playstyles that you could have a multiplayer versus Kingdom Hearts game.
yeah,
Like they tried it with BBS, and they had a versus mode and a cooperative mode, but because it was on the PSP, it didn't work too well.
yeah,
I would love to see that revisited. I would also like, just because of who I am as a gamer, would love to see a creator character kind of thing. Because in BBS it was like you have your generic suits of armor and your playstyle is either Ventus, Terra, or Aqua. But you're not those characters, you're your own coloured armor.
yeah.
So yeah, I would like to see like an actual like vague idea of a character creator with different playstyles.
See, I would like, see, I would like that, but like, I don't know.
Like, it's just because of how close they've dabbled to multiplayer and now they have like good access to it. They've
It's
only
how
done it when it's been low quality.
it's how they would manage it. And I don't know if they would manage it well with Kingdom Hearts.
Well, here's the thing, Kingdom Hearts, like originally, like before Disney's involvement, Kingdom Hearts was supposed to be Dissidia. Like they were making Dissidia.
Yeah,
And they decided, no, let's make this something different.
But
and
even-
make Dissidia with Final Fantasy characters.
even the original Dissidia wasn't really a multiplayer game. It was just a compilation fighter game that you could verse
Yeah.
people in, but that wasn't the core idea of it.
Yeah. I reckon they could safely add Kingdom Hearts characters to the next Dissidia.
Maybe.
I don't think they're going to. Mind you, they added Sora to World of Final Fantasy. Which
Yeah,
was
as a
awesome.
timed exclusive.
Bullshit.
That item is a timed exclusive.
Yeah, it's so shit.
Damn it. But like going back before, I would like it if they just commit to how powerful Sora is and continue that power like as the games go on. Because every game, it's like, oh, you're the hot shit. Next game, oh well, you lost all your power. Go get it back.
Yes, I agree with you completely. Part of the reason I feel that is because he has a distinctly different playstyle in all three of the main games.
Yeah. But like, here it is. Don't make the character weaker. Make the enemies stronger.
Yes, you're right. I don't think Sora got weaker for 2. Like, yes, he was technically weaker, but
I
I
mean,
think that was
in the-
more.
I mean, in canon, in the game, they say you're not as powerful as you used to be. Like, they don't
Yeah, that's 'cause of
explicitly say
Heal
it. They
on
just,
permanent.
yeah.
And
And
yeah,
in-
gameplay-wise, he had his abilities stolen and had to be regained through cards. Like, his memories were all muddled up.
And in 3, it was literally, yeah, Xehanort just took all your shit. Go get it
Yeah,
back.
dude, you were almost possessed. Like, shit's fucked here.
Till. It's annoying.
Yes,
Like I know they have to downgrade every game because like well, we can't have you starting off the game with the best magic and the best keyblades. I get that.
Yeah.
But like,
Okay, that's something that's something that's inconsistent. Is why does he lose his keyblades?
yeah. Maybe in the next game, have it like in Final Fantasy VII Remake, where even the Kingdom Key, if you level up correctly, you can still be your end game weapon.
Well, yeah, that's what Kingdom Hearts 3 was. Like, yes, there are still better weapons than the Kingdom Key, but you could level up your weapons, and they had different abilities, so there was different reasons to use different keyblades.
Well, I saw it
I
as
also
this.
love in Kingdom Hearts 3, you have a choice of 3 keyblades at every given time.
I saw it as this. They gave you the ability to upgrade all your weapons, yes, but you'd instantly get a keyblade that was at its base level was stronger than your previous one. So let's say you have your
It
rare.
was also,
You have
they were also pre-upgraded to a point.
yeah, but they all start level 1.
No,
All your keyblades start level 1.
The ultimate weapon doesn't.
I haven't
know
got the
that.
ultimate weapon. Ouch.
Okay.
All the keyblades start level 1, besides the ultimate weapon. And then you level up a bit, like, okay, cool, this is way stronger than my keyblade, my Kingdom Key. Oh, there's rare, unique materials. Well, I might as well just use it on the stronger keyblade.
There are at least 2 keyblades you get that are weaker than the Kingdom Key.
Yeah, but the next keyblade you get is literally way stronger. The Olympus keyblade.
Oh yeah. But then you go yes, the Olympus keyblade is stronger. But what's better, the fucking shield form or second form?
Shield form.
I disagree with you completely, especially on anything less than critical. Because enemies don't attack enough on less than critical for the shield form to use its full potential.
Damn it!
As a weapon.
Yeah, I tried deflecting the laser. You need a metal shield for that, don't you?
No, any shield.
Okay.
You can literally use a pot lid.
Okay.
Just have to get the timing right.
It's at the glow, like when its eyes like flash.
Yeah, it flashed.
Yeah.
You can also just avoid it completely.
I want to kill it. I can do
Just
this.
a pride thing.
Yes. Damn it. I have 2 more shields. Okay, it's not hitting it. I've deflected 2 blasts, but it's not hitting.
Then you're not deflecting it, it's just hitting your shield.
I got a pot lid. Stop whistling, Link!
I heard that, that was funny.
No, it wasn't. Okay, no, not happening. I'm out of shields.
Diane, go back to when you had shields.
Okay.
What sword have you got?
The broadsword. Soldier's broadsword.
Okay.
Why?
I
Hey,
just
Q
didn't
is
recognize
best.
it.
What's up? Q, I like your name, Q is best.
Like, what Q is it? Is it like
James
Dragon
Bond.
Quest? Oh, yeah, okay.
Q. That's what I thought of, was Q from James
Yeah,
Bond.
you know,
007.
that does make sense, yeah. I was thinking of like, Queen is best or questing is best or no. Q from James Bond. That makes sense.
Yeah. Maybe their name is Q, and they are the best. And you know what I say to that? Yes, you are the best. Q, you are the best.
Q confirmed that it's from James Bond. I feel silly.
I didn't even block. I'm determined to get this timing right.
And I appreciate that.
So what's going on, Q? What brings you to our neck of the what brings you to our neck of the stuttering Aussie woods?
Isn't that a good introduction? What happened?
Come on. Come on.
I'm still here.
I got this. I don't got this. Don't got this.
You'll get this.
Q says
really should
okay,
be
buddy. Well, thank you for coming to our small stream.
I was almost tempted to make a toll joke there.
Just because you're short. You're shorter than me. That means you're short, Zach.
Yeah, if you're here for small streamers, this guy's over 6 foot. Like,
I don't know. I don't know what counts as a small stream, but I'm 6'3". Oh my god, I'm not. I'm done. I'm not gonna get this. I'm not gonna get this timing. Goodbye. I'm peacing out. Get over the fence. Get over the fence. Ooh,
go for the terrace.
I don't want her. Not yet. What else do I need to grab? The my powers.
Have you got stasis? The yellow one?
No.
Okay, that's past where you met Old Man for the doublet.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to die again. Cure.
Die.
Die. Maybe they're like putting the oh my god. I can't talk.
It's okay. It's only your first language. We understand.
Thank you. Thank you. Who's the other person who we can't see? The other person is my best friend Zach, who was co-hosting. He used to.
Quite regular.
Yes, he used to have a webcam on the stream, but his laptop died, so he's now just a disembodied voice.
I'm just here in spirit.
Yes.
Just imagine a Nicolas Cage with more hair.
At the moment, he looks like Nicolas Cage from Con Air, which was a great movie.
It wasn't, but yes.
It was a great movie. It was up there with Face Off, which is another great movie. Okay, it's great in the sense that it was cheesy 90s action. Cheesy 90s goodness.
Yes. It's great in a sense. It's not a great movie.
It's a great movie.
It's great for what it is.
And what it is great. I can do this all day.
God, you're ready to die on any hill, aren't you?
Yes.
Like, you're like, that's a nice hill.
Just not any hill when it comes to Guardians. I'll not die on hills to Guardians. I just run away like a coward. See, even Q agrees. They're laughing at you.
I'm not sure what that face is meant to be, but I always think it's John Cleese.
Wow, little did you know, it's actually Nicolas Cage. Just to be jokes on you.
Joke's on you, it's Nicolas Cage in Face Off after he stole John Cleese's face.
John Travolta's face.
I know.
See, I know you were just continuing your John Cleese joke, but just my insight was like, that my correction of you was just force of habit.
Sounds like Q's laughing at you, buddy.
It might be. You know what I say to that? Fair enough.
I'd buy it. I'm a pretty funny guy.
I'm climbing up. Is that what you meant? This chair is so uncomfortable. I need a good
Where
cushion
are
on it.
you on the map? Why are you in the frosty area again?
Because I end up coming to the frosty area.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes, I'm trying to the other side queue. I just have taken a detour for the worst.
It feels like it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you get there. You know where the shrine is, don't you?
Yeah, I saw it on the hill. The cliff.
Okay.
Like, right there. See? My detour paid off.
Q was still right, up and on the other side.
Yes.
You
Thank
were
you! See, at least someone believes in me.
Please don't inflate his ego. He doesn't need it.
No, no one everything asked about me is inflated.
Height-wise, anyway.
And I'm
6'3".
I'm
Jesus.
fat. No, I am fat. If you can't laugh for yourself, what can you laugh at? Other people. Zach?
Comedians.
Zach, you're a
Yeah.
good guy. I love you, buddy.
I thought you were gonna make fun of me again.
I never make fun of you. I never make fun of you, Zach.
I'm just thinking back to who's the other guy we can't see. And I'm just imagining, like, I'm not streaming from somewhere else. I'm in the same room, just locked in a cage.
Pay
off
no attention to
camera.
the man behind the curtain.
It
You're
puts
like-
the lotion on the skin, or it gets the hose again.
No, Zach, you're the wizard of our streams. You're there, but no one can see you. You're just a disembodied voice of a godlike figure. If we show your face, it ruins the illusion.
Except in Pokemon
I
cards,
have
man.
self-respect. I use the word a lot, but I cannot think of the word.
Self-aware?
Not self-aware. Humor.
Ah, yes. Self-deprecating humor.
Yes. I just use a lot of self-deprecating humor. I do have self-respect.
It's just you live in a time where millennial humor is just self-jabs.
Yeah. Not really millennial humor, just my humor in general. Like, I just
I
use a lot of self-deprecating humor.
that was
Ouch.
it was interesting to watch that seesaw in motion.
Yeah.
Because you really tried to stop the platform itself.
Yeah.
Oh, you just ate the ball. Oops.
The ball tried to force itself into me.
You gonna get the chest up where the ball was?
I forgot about that.
Oh, you got a sledgehammer now. You can easily take on the talus.
Yes. I wanted to drop the spear. So there's a one of the why do I use a lot of self-deprecating humor? It's a coping thing for me. Like, I don't believe.
You don't laugh, you cry.
Yeah. Like, I don't particularly believe the things I say to myself about myself. It's just something I always have done, and it's just something I do. If that makes sense.
It's probably a mechanism in the sense of if you get to it first, it can't hurt when someone else does it.
I guess.
Like, to look at it psychologically.
Yeah.
I can't confirm that, only you can.
But like, I do know when to not go too far with it, especially because my partner Esther and my friend Katie will be like, turn it down a bit, Josh. You're getting too depressed. It's like, nah. Or they just glare at me. It's like, shut the fuck up, Josh. You're great. Like, I know I am.
Bitch, I know.
I know I am, but I don't want people to know that I know I am. Q is happy that I got the shield.
I need people to know I'm not okay, and I'm okay with being not okay.
And really, it's my salty-bringing humor is just a coping thing for me. And how people cope and the ways they go about coping is just how they process. And at the moment, with all this going on, people need to deal in ways that they're comfortable dealing. They should do it in healthy ways, of course.
Like getting their friends to tell them they love them.
Yes, by
Hey,
getting
Josh.
ego boosts.
Hey, Josh,
Yes?
why didn't you get through the dungeon faster, you stupid idiot?
I don't know.
Oh, that felt bad coming out. I'm sorry. I love that.
Dude. Here's what was going through my head. He's either
I
going
said it
to
for the joke, I swear.
he's either going to throw shade at me or ouch. Ah. I tried doing the launching glitch. I got destroyed. Oof.
Oh dear.
Oh, Link is not going to sit down again for a while.
I think that's beyond self-deprecating, Josh.
Oh.
I think you hurt Link to the point where he's self-defecating.
You're right. Oh god, that was painful to watch. I was like,
Yeah.
he didn't give me the glider.
No, you have to meet him at the, just fast travel to the tower again.
Yeah. I just want to preface.
Oh, no, Temple of Time, sorry. Temple of Time. You need to go
Okay.
to the Temple of Time.
Turn on silent work. I just want to preface, I have beaten the game before, it's just been over a year.
It's been a long time.
In a long time.
What were the last games you played? You've played Final Fantasy VII, you've played Fallout New Vegas, and you've played a touch of Persona 5.
That's the games I've streamed recently.
Yeah.
But the most recent games I've played through was Final Fantasy VII Remake, Doom Eternal, RE3, Ocarina of Time. Oh,
Was that recent?
Q has all 120 shrines. Yeah, the start of lockdown.
No.
The first lockdown I played through Ocarina of Time.
Oh yeah, okay.
That, look, I'm counting that as recent, even though it was like nearly 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I'm counting that as recent.
I too have also finished this game with all shrines Q. I love this game so much to bits that I've been on master mode as well with all the shrines. And I started a third playthrough where I could only use one set of clothes. And
Oh, you're
only
doing
be
a challenge
vegetarian.
run. You're doing a challenge run.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's because I wanted to use the cooking and the potions more often, so I didn't want to rely on clothes to be heat proof.
Yeah. Oh, and Zach and I
wanted
recently did a. Oh, sorry, I just cut in. Sorry.
Yeah, it's alright. I was just saying I want the pressure of the systems of the world without like immunity from clothes.
Yeah.
And like without extra defense, so actually like think about using buffs.
Yeah. Zach.
Yeah, that was a while ago. I'm trying to put it down.
Yeah. Zach and I also recently I like nothing to do, so I go into glitches. I love seeing glitches in this game.
I love that glitches are still being found in this game. Like it's been a constant stream since its release that new stuff is found constantly.
Yeah.
That's what I find most fascinating about the glitch scene. Anyway, what were you saying? Zach and I have.
Yeah, Zach and I recently attempted a Pokemon Soul Silver Nuzlocke. I got all the way up to the first league and died and lost against Lance. Did you finish yours, Zach?
I beat Claire.
Yeah.
That was a big struggle.
Yes.
And then I don't remember what I think I just need to do Victory Road and the grind, right? Or do you have to do Rocket?
You need to do Rocket. Have you done
Okay.
the radio tower rocket yet?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so wind bombs. What are wind bombs?
Wind bombs.
I love wind bombs
yeah,
to get
okay.
through the map quickly.
So I think it's, if I'm remembering correctly, it's like slow bullet time through the air and blow
Yeah.
yourself up with both bombs and you go fucking launching.
Okay. What's
'Cause,
your sorry.
When you're in slow motion, the physics engine gets all screwy and just keeps going with momentum until you let go of bullet time.
Yeah, isn't that
So,
how,
like, you
isn't
can send
that
guardians
sorry
down.
again? Isn't that how that one guy got from pretty much the opening to Hyrule Castle? And,
Early in the game, that rock you tried jumping up on,
yeah.
is a good way to cross the plateau, and then from the plateau, you can get on another rock pretty easily. That takes you
Yeah.
almost to Hyrule Castle.
I love seeing challenge like glitches, speed runs, challenge runs in Zelda games. Like one of my
Yeah,
favorite
with this
YouTubers
game,
is Game
yeah.
Champ. Because of his challenge runs, like playing through all of Super Mario Bros. 2 without collecting a single gold coin.
Kingdom Hearts 1 on level 1.
Yeah. Blow up a bomb when there is another bomb right behind you, and then that bomb behind you hits you in the back and makes you fly.
Yeah, it's
And they also love Game Champ. Like he does some ridiculous runs, like beating all of Mega Man without getting damaged.
that sounds
Playing
intense, man.
through Sonic 3 without you pressing right on the D-pad at all.
Hey, is this the same guy who does the Kirby challenges, or am I thinking of someone else?
He probably has done some Kirby challenges.
There's a whole collection of Kirby videos of beating this Kirby game without jumping.
There's one
a lot of those.
playing through Sunshine without using Flood.
Oh yeah.
Okay, specifically not using the basic nozzles. You can use the special nozzles because they're power-ups. You only get in
Yeah.
like specific parts. But that's about it.
Yeah.
I think that's how he did it. I can't remember, it's been a while.
Sunshine is one of the most broken Mario games.
One must know the story from an age long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom.
All 80% speedrunners. BTB from Pebble Time to Hyrule Castle.
Stories of
Oh yeah,
were
that makes
passed
sense.
from generation
Bomb to bomb.
generation
Yeah.
in the form of legends and fairy tales.
The
I
most-
haven't watched a full speed run of
A prophecy.
Breath of the Wild since the first year.
The signs
Yeah.
of the resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear.
The most interesting speedrun I've watched, for me specifically, because I love Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, but
Began excavating large areas of
This guy playing through Fallout 3 speedrun in 30 minutes. It is the most interesting thing I've seen in the speedruns. Because he had like the pinpoint walls and floors to fall through to get to the end game.
Yeah.
And you can't forget like beating Morrowind in like 15 seconds.
Yes. Yes, you're
Pinball's a
completely
different
right.
thing.
Q.
Yes.
I was mistaken. Bullet time bounce is super funky. It's when you shield surf on a bokoblin or an enemy's head while in bullet time, and the momentum just shoots you. It's probably something you could do.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Like, it's that easy. It's one of the easiest glitches in this game.
I would rather not try. Because I'll try, not get it, and be like, I'm good now. Rather just not try and attempt that, walking that bridge.
Fair enough. Other bridges I've walked on have collapsed midway.
Yes. I mean, I've beaten Dark
I've even
Souls.
burnt a
That is...
couple.
I've beaten Dark Souls. I've proven my worth.
You've proven a worth.
Her appointed knight and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon.
So, what's your favorite game, Q? Favorite game to play? Favorite game of all time? Either or.
A favorite game. Doesn't
Yeah.
even have to be the favorite game.
Just a favorite game. If you're one of those people who just can't pick a favorite.
Like me.
I once asked Zach what his favorite game of all time was, and he gave me like 5.
I have a list of 21 that I can't narrow down.
How many times did I die in Dark Souls? Yes. A lot?
Oh, me, twice.
You died a lot more than twice, Zach.
Yeah, I also didn't finish the game.
I got you.
That makes sense.
Octopath. I can see it. I couldn't get into that game, which is sad, to be honest. I really wanted to get into that game. I love JRPGs. I love the art style. I love the aspect of that game, but I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
The fate of Hyrule.
It's funny. I went when I bought my webcam a couple years ago. I went there on Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. And I picked it up, and I saw Octopath there, and I was like, I'll get that too. So I spent all my Christmas money on it, getting that, and then no, I played Octopath for about 6 hours. Just couldn't really get into it. I should try and get back into it.
I enjoyed the demo, but
Yeah.
could never justify buying the whole game.
But yeah, I'm glad people do love it, because it is a game that needs. We need more games like Octopath. Maybe I should stream up through Octopath after I get through Platinum Fantasy.
Persona.
Once I get, I don't think I'm going to get back to Persona. I probably should.
That's fine.
But since I finish getting the Platinum on Final Fantasy VII, and I'm going to be playing the Rest of the Wild as kind of just a zen out mental health streams, which I'm going to be doing more of. But yeah, I'll definitely play through Octopath, and Q's offered to give me tips.
Woo!
So yeah.
So King Grim's dead.
Thank you for the follow, Q. And here's the proof. I have Octopath. Right here.
You also have a Switch.
No, I don't. I don't have a Wii U. I do have a Switch. Thank you for the follow, Q.
Appreciate it.
You know what? You live up to your name. Q is the best. I said that earlier, but you are the best.
Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
It's also a PCC game. Yeah. Oh, PC game.
Is it?
Yeah, it got ported to the PC.
Nice.
I'm not really a PC gamer. I have a lot of games on the PC. I just prefer playing console, which is why I have all the consoles.
Literally every console.
Not every console, just
He has
every.
a Commodore 64
I
and
hate.
a Sega Master System.
I hate. You know how there's a renaissance of mini consoles, like NES, the Mini S Mini, and the SNES Mini. But then there was like the Sega Mini, which is actually a pretty cool thing. There's a Commodore 64 Mini, which is this is the annoying thing of it. It's like yay big. It has a keyboard on it which you can't use. In order to play it, you need to plug your own keyboard into it.
Yeah. They've made like a dozen Atari mini consoles.
Yeah.
And I thought they were doing that again, but they've actually made a brand new Atari system. Like it's a new console with new features and new games
I
specific for it, and I am as scared as I am excited.
that got announced. Dude, in order for you, it was like a Kickstarter thing. Like they were raising money to
100%.
make it, but you had to raise it in increments of $1,000. So you had to pledge like $1,000 plus to do it.
It is the stupidest concept, but I think it's fascinating that that it's coming to fruition.
I would rather just buy like the Atari compilations you can get. Like that's just me.
Like, it's also gonna have like streaming services available on it, and different programs, and new video games. Like it's gonna be the new Wii Ouya.
See, I just don't think there's a market for Atari anymore. I don't think Atari can make a new console with new games and it be viable. Like, I don't see that.
What are they gonna do? Remaster Adventure?
Yeah, it's
You
now
know,
a
the
3D block.
squares.
It's now a 3D square.
They might make the dragons legible, all three of them.
Maybe.
They
So where's
all
the
have
Talos?
really- it's in the forest below the Shrine of Resurrection.
So down the Forest of Sprites.
Sure.
Yeah, I remember a while ago. I think it was the company who made Project Cars was making a game console, and all the publications at the time were saying a new console is here to give Xbox and PlayStation a run for their money.
It's not gonna happen.
It never happened. I never heard anything ever about that again. It was going to be a console with no exclusives. It wasn't going to make any exclusivity deals. But then what's the point? If everyone has an Xbox or a PlayStation or a PC, they're not going to buy a console that will have no reason for you to buy.
Yeah, no exclusivity. Yeah.
And if you're buying your first console, are you gonna buy this thing that's got nothing itself, or are you gonna go buy an Xbox that has Halo, or go buy a PlayStation that has all the other good exclusives?
Yeah. I just want to take a second to shout out to Atari Adventure.
Yeah.
You know, a game that played a big part in the movie. I can't remember what it's called now.
Ready Player One?
That's it.
Yeah.
Played a big part in that movie. I just want to shout out to the dragons' names: Rindle the red dragon, Yorgle the yellow dragon, and Grundle the green dragon.
Grundle.
Oh, Grundle! Who else but Grundle? You know, the
I
first
don't
ever
have a
game to
weapon
have
of-
an Easter egg.
One of the best Easter eggs is in San Andreas. When you fly to the top of the bridge and it says, "There are no Easter eggs here, turn back."
Which in itself is an Easter egg.
Yes.
Congratulations, you played yourself. Me when I
Wait,
get a jetpack. And
You mean
San
it was an
Andreas.
Easter egg?
Oh, shit,
Pull
it
that
was
gun. Always was.
Wait, it's an Easter egg? Always has been.
I still
Wait,
imagine that
I'm your
as
world? Always has been.
I still imagine that as Church and Caboose, and then just Church immediately missing. Gun to your head, Church will still miss.
Gun to the head and it shoots out confetti. What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you people? Chorus Trilogy was amazing. I love the Freelancer series, and I love the Reconstruction Trilogy, but the Chorus Trilogy just sparked something in me. Like, I just loved it so much.
I'm still giggling over Grundle the Green Dragon. Can you imagine if Pete's dragon's name was Grundle?
No. Rather not think about Pete's Dragon.
Why not? What's wrong with Pete's dragon?
I never liked it.
The
never-
original
I
or the
just-
new one?
Yes?
Because they're both uninspired messes.
They're both nothing movies.
Mm-hmm. I imagine the original one holding a close place in the hearts of children of the time.
Yeah, because it was just... The only thing people think about that movie is, oh, cartoon dragon, that's neat.
Yeah, with
That
green
held
hair.
my kids' attention for an hour or so.
Yeah. Listen, Josh. A movie to a child is either 2 hours of time or 200 hours of time.
Look, I know. I know that I'm just I know at this point in my life, I'm just a jaded prick. I get that.
Like,
But
there is no in between with children.
I also believe that there is difference between children movies and toddler movies. And children movies need to stop being so patronizing.
I am a man who was forced to watch B-movie over 50 times.
You were not forced. You could have just
Yes.
gone to sleep. And dreamt about bees.
Have you ever tried to sleep with Seinfeld's voice in your ear?
So I'm at a point where I find it hard to sleep without listening to something. So
Oh, yeah, no, same thing.
I will put on Rooster Teeth highlights, Rooster Teeth podcast highlights, and just listen to it. So the amount of times I've fallen asleep to Gus's voice is astounding.
Yeah. It's like a lullaby to me at this point.
Okay, I'm finding the Stone Talus. I forgot. Don't I have to climb on top of it and shit?
Yeah, climb on top of it. Its weak point
There
is
it
the
is.
sharp rock.
Yeah, I see it.
Hit it with a sledgehammer if you still have it.
I do still have it.
Okay. Hey Nemesis, what's your favorite nursery
Don't start
rhyme?
this again.
Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Ouch. Ouch.
Try-
Aye.
Oh no, you can't stasis it. You haven't got it upgraded. Ugh.
No, I do not.
Strats that don't work. Ugh.
I'm so sorry. Just
Throw
just
bombs at his arms.
Yeah, I just, like, I don't have to now. He crushed his arms on me.
Oh.
I threw the bomb, and then he just, as I was throwing the bomb, he threw his arms at me.
I was trying to remember the strategies for him. Oh god, my phone's at 2%.
Plug it in. Plug your phone in, buddy.
Hey, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Ouch.
My
See,
internet's
this-
already works this part of the room.
Hey, that guy uses 47. How's it going?
That guy you see?
Thanks for the follow, guy UC47. Ouch. Oh my god. I'm having no. He fell. Oh, he got back up. Damn it. And he dropped on me. I saw hope for a second. There needs
to be like Benny Hill music going on.
Oh, I felt hope for a second, and it was quickly taken away.
Chilling. If you're chilling, you're in the right place, man. This
Yeah.
is chill. Like, this is literally the place to chill.
Yeah. I can't believe that happened. I can't believe you've done this.
Oh fuck! I can't believe you done this.
I miss Vine. I don't think that was Vine. I just miss Vine. I know TikTok has filled that space, but there was just something about Vine. Like, TikTok is great, but there's just something about Vine.
There's like collections of videos now that are literally titled TikToks that have that special Vine flavor.
Yeah. You're also going to Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is an amazing game. Everyone should Breath of the Wild every once in a while. Go away, you Krees.
Josh, it's Case.
Krees.
Krees are the shape-shifting green dudes in Marvel.
So you're saying his name was Keese? I feel like Keese. I consider myself a Keese.
BotW is an acronym for Breathe on That Woodwind.
Oh.
He's gonna play flute.
Breathing that Wind Waker.
Yeah. Let me just lick that stick. Hey, do you think if I started talking in the chat, anyone would know?
I don't know.
Like, I start talking to myself in chat.
I would know.
Yeah. But it'd be funny. You broke your sledgehammer.
I broke my axe.
Oh, why did you... Okay.
I forgot I had the axe equipped at that time.
Oh, you almost beat it, sir.
I know. See, I think everyone should Breath of the Wild sometimes.
It's definitely a game everyone should play at least once.
Yes.
Like, despite it being a Zelda game, like,
Ouch.
anyone can...
Definitely.
It's also
Come on.
so far
Fall down.
from
There we
Zelda.
go. Yeah. God, yes. There we go. I did it. You proud of me, buddy?
I was so tempted to be quiet. Yes, I'm proud of you.
I would have cried if you were quiet that time. That's what happened last time.
Like, that particular piece of Stone Talus music
Yeah.
is my favorite piece of music in that game. Like,
It's a good one.
It's so much fun. Like, and boss fight musics are, like, kind of the best in this game. Like, there's a lot of ambient sound, but the boss fight music is where it starts getting, like, you know, awesome instrumental Zelda-y again.
Yeah.
Like, you fight a Hinox and the jazz band jumps in.
Hinox.
Cyclops.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking Lionel for a second.
Yeah. Like, yeah, you find a Stone Talus and you get that doo 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 and it plays the GameCube thing.
I need I need a way to record GameCube and Wii, because there's some games I have on GameCube I just want to play. Like I could emulate them, but like I know it's cheaper to emulate, and emulating old games really isn't frowned upon because, well, you can't buy them directly. Yeah.
Cheaply. Yeah. You're not supporting the developers anymore by buying GameCube games.
But also, emulating Wii games is so annoying because unless you find a way to rig up a Wii sensor to your computer, you can't really effectively use the motion controls. You have to like tie it to your controller, and it's impossible to use. Like tie it to like a normal gamepad controller. I tried doing that with some game, the Wii emulator, and it just wouldn't work properly. So I want to be able to capture Wii titles, so I can play stream some of the Wii games I have. Because there are some amazing Wii games I really want to stream, like
Galaxy.
Yeah, Mario Galaxies. Fucking Travis Touchdown. No More Heroes.
Yeah, No More Heroes. Travis Strikes Back.
Well, Strikes Back is a Switch game, but like his name is Travis Touchdown. But, like No More Heroes 1 and 2 are Wii games. The first game is on the PS3, but the second game isn't, and I just prefer the idea of it being on Wii. To be honest, it was made for Wii.
Like actually charging your sword.
Yeah. But for me to do that for Wii games, I would like to have a better camera setup so like you can actually see me play it using.
So you haven't bought the DLC, have you?
What for Zelda?
Yeah, Breath of the Wild.
No.
Okay, because where you are right now is where you would find the Majora's Mask.
Oh. Neat. Maybe I should buy this. Maybe I should just buy it right now.
You know the masks in the main game? Like the Bokoblin mask, the Liz Alfres mask and shit?
Yeah.
How they stop specific enemies from detecting you? The Majora's Mask stops all enemies. All basic enemies from detecting.
Okay.
So that particular item that comes with the DLC turns Master Mode into Easy Mode. And just ruins the entire experience if you actually want a hard game. Mind you, like, I don't agree with the difficulty of Master Mode.
Don't stop it!
Don't stop it?
No, I'm getting sick of whistling. I know it's a me thing. I know it's my fault. It is annoying. I understand it's my fault. I just... Don't you stab me. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. Oh boy.
Yeah, that was scary. I would suggest bombing them as you run away, but I'm scared you'd kill yourself.
Wrong way, but that works.
That's another thing I did in my challenge run. On top of using clothes, eating and drinking potions to get buffs, I don't eat food during battles.
Yeah.
Like to make them like actual encounters.
Yeah.
Which is definitely a much
Oh my god, just die!
Shit like bokoblins.
What's been throwing shit at me? Oh,
Octorok in the forest.
Anyone who uses axes to cut down trees after they get the bomb is wrong.
Losers, yeah. There's like on the plateau. There's the place where you want the tree to fall in a specific manner.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, if you're just cutting down trees to get wood or apples, just use the bomb. Like, Satori Mountain is literally the best place in the game for food-wise resources.
Yeah. You can deflect
Yeah.
acorns back, right? The boulders. Yes, okay. They're all fucking acorns in the other games.
Oh man, I love Octa Acorns.
You know what I mean.
They're my favorite enemy that have been in every Zelda except Twilight Princess because it's cool like that.
You really don't like Twilight Princess.
I have a hard time with it, okay?
It's okay.
Octorok had a perfect attendance record until that game.
Look, I really liked Assassin's Creed up until 3. So I understand. Trying to kill this fox.
No. This is why I play the game vegetarian. I buy my meat. I did that in Horizon Zero Dawn as well.
Horizon Zero Dawn was so good. So good.
Sorry. Horizon Zero Dawn and Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I hated killing the whales in Assassin's Creed Black Flag, so I just bought the skin. I would rather spend the real.
When I first played Black Flag, I bought DLC, like $3 DLC for it, for Ezio's sword and Ezio themed bow and sails.
Cute.
Yeah, but I didn't end up liking the game that much, so I'm trying to get back into Assassin's Creed games.
I got a collector's edition.
Pardon?
When I first got the game, I got a collector's edition. It came with like lithographics and DLC and all like cool shit. It was like one of the first collector's editions I'd bought, and it was great. And it came with like costumes and weapons and like multiplayer maps and stuff like that, which is all really cool. Except back then, we didn't have internet at the house.
Yeah.
So I couldn't download any of it.
I want to get back into Assassin's Creed games. Funny thing is, I own all of them. I just stopped playing after Black Flag. I wanted to finish Black Flag. I enjoyed the story of it. I just didn't like the big mechanic, which is the sailing. I didn't like it.
The sailing wasn't competitively. They've done it better in other games from what I hear, but I've never played the other game.
And for me, Assassin's Creed was like ninjas on rooftops. I like exploring cities, like climbing up on roofs, and that was pretty much absent in 3. And that was pretty much absent in Black Flag. Like, it was there, but it wasn't like wasn't the main thing.
I loved the parkour of Black Flag.
And
like it was so like just pleasant.
Yeah, and when I started Unity, it was when it was broken, so I never got back to it. But it's been fixed now.
Which one's Unity?
French. With Ezio 2.0.
Okay. Which one's the British one with the
Syndicate.
2 different? Yeah. Syndicate intrigues me. Like, I want to do the British one. Like, admittedly, every game conceptually has intrigued.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play Origins, and I'm not gonna play the Greek one.
Odyssey.
Just because they're... Yeah, I'm not gonna play Odyssey just because it looks like an RPG skill tree mess of a game.
It's an action RPG. That's about it.
I'm so sick of every game being an action RPG.
I'm with you. Assassin's Creed, with the way they were heading more into the mystical supernatural side of the game, it lends itself well, but as Assassin's Creed, it lost, like, a big thing was sneaking up and killing people one shot if you did it correctly, and that's gone. Like, what's the point of being an assassin if you can't assassinate?
The one thing I hated about Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and the biggest problem I had with that game, was one, the story dragged on too long.
Yeah, it did.
Like, the Edward Kenway stuff dragged on too long, and the story, other than that, didn't resolve. Like, clearly, it's Assassin's Creed. It's meant to be told in, like, every game. Like, I understand the first 3 games were a big thing, right?
Yeah.
But there was no resolution in Black Flag. There was no, like, conclusion. There was, like, the mysteries were not solved. Like, it was clearly presented as puzzles to a bigger show. Like, there's a much bigger thing going on in play, and you can't do it in one game. I get that.
Yeah.
But there was no resolution for Kenway or for the man whose DNA shared with Kenway.
You know something funny about Assassin's Creed? They have ditched the overarching story of the first civilization and all that. They actually resolved it. Like, the big story that you're working towards from the very first game, they're resolved in the comics.
Oh. Are you serious?
I am serious. They've resolved
Like,
that story in the
finished
comics.
it, but that's the wrong way to do it.
Yeah, especially for people who don't read the comics.
But yeah, what I was trying to say before is I'm intrigued with Syndicate because I would love to explore, like, Victorian era Britain as the female character, because she seems much more intriguing.
You play as both.
Ah, okay.
It's not like Odyssey where you just pick a character.
Yeah, pick a twin.
As I'm aware, you well, in Odyssey you're either the male or the female. In Syndicate they're twins, and they share the spotlight.
No, in Odyssey, they're twins, but one is a bad guy.
Oh, okay. How do you get to this chest, Zach? Wait, is this a metal chest?
You fly from above.
I've been trying.
You've got to get as high as possible and as close to the edge as you can.
Okay.
I don't remember if you need wind to help you get there. I'm pretty sure it's from where the monk sits.
God damn it.
Okay, so don't go up the stairs.
Okay. But in Syndicate, you share the spotlight with each other. Like, you may do some with. So don't go up the stairs, you say.
That's what I remember, but play around with it a bit. It's definitely from that platform over any other.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure there's just a spear in there.
Yeah, I got Odyssey as a Christmas present one year, and I got Origins as a Christmas present one year, and I got Odyssey the other week. Cause, like, I feel like Assassin's Creed, it lost me with 3 in Black Flag. I just want to get back into it because the Ezio trilogy was a big part. Like, it was a big thing for me. I loved the Ezio trilogy. I mean, so did everyone who played it, but
yeah.
And so I want to enjoy Assassin's Creed again, and if I get into it,
I play Origins for the Chocobo.
Yes, that whole thing's over. It was a timed event between FF15.
Okay.
Which is weird because their other crossover events aren't timed events. That was weird.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yes, I'd be interested in playing Syndicate.
Oh
Just 'cause I
my
like the time
god!
and
Well,
the
what's even in that?
locations.
What's even in that chest? Is it worth it?
No, definitely not worth it.
Hey,
Definitely
good.
not worth dying.
I just kept dying and I was annoyed.
Yes. At best, an ancient core.
Yeah.
Like something you can get somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yes, but with the recent game Valhalla.
It's gonna be an action RPG again.
But yeah, the setting looks more intriguing.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen much of it, so I don't know if it's like a fucking buggy game mess like some of the games have been.
Yeah.
But like the character itself looks interesting, and if it's still going to be action RPG, I hope it's improved from the previous games.
Yeah. See, like, the way they were heading with Assassin's Creed, lending it more towards the supernatural and really letting it shine with it being a fantasy series. They needed to make it a action RPG.
They need to lean hard into it.
Yeah. In saying that, it's always had RPG aspects like upgrading your weapons, learning new abilities.
Light armor and weapons,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, Assassin's Creed 2, you could run the real estate and earn more gold, like Fable style.
Mind you, the weapons weren't like the stats were more indicative of the weapon's abilities, not so much the damage it does. Like I remember in Black Flag it was simplified to the point where attack just meant how big a combo it could make.
It definitely affected damage, but also your armor as well affected things too.
Yeah, again, Black Flag was so simplified.
Yeah.
That wasn't a thing. There was no armor in Black Flag. And that's the only one I've played, like, an intense amount of. I played one session of Revelations and hated it.
So your problem was you entered the last game of a trilogy.
Yeah.
Like, that isn't, like... You literally play as Ezio from Childbirth if you play through the whole trilogy.
No, I 100% admit I played it wrong, but like
Yes.
that's why I didn't persist with that.
Do you want to hear something kind of adorable that Esther did?
Yeah.
She started she started the Arkham series, but started at Arkham Knight because she thought that was the first one and didn't like it because of the Batmobile.
Oh, honey.
Yeah.
Don't worry, nobody likes the Batmobile.
No one likes the Batmobile.
Well, okay. The Batmobile's fine. It's just forced on you too much.
Oh, I didn't want to say goodbye. Ah, shit. We can still talk? Awesome.
Were you trying to commit suicide on the bridge?
No. Maybe.
Step on the edge.
Okay. Why?
Just trust me.
Okay.
Like, it has to be near that bridge guy.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Read it out loud for me.
You
please.
won't change the world by jumping closely to your doom, don't you know? That would only do one thing, and that's drive me batty. Seriously, think of the shock I would suffer seeing something like that. Now calm down and climb off the rail. Don't climb down that way. Climb down this way. And I kind of want to climb down that way.
Ah, the negotiator.
Ah, the spiteful one.
He tries to talk you down from suicide, even though that definitely wouldn't kill you.
Still, it's sweet. I appreciate it.
I think that's a really cute touch and probably something somebody needed to hear.
Yeah.
Like, some of the stuff in this game. Who else but Nintendo to make light of suicide? In a really sweet and endearing and thoughtful way.
I keep forgetting about controls. How they work in this game. I always hit the whistle button every time.
What are you trying to do when you hit the whistle button?
Use the D-pad
To walk.
to use any menu attached to it.
Okay.
No, always,
So,
always
okay,
touch.
the left and right change things.
Yeah, and the up button is your
It's whistle.
yeah, your abilities.
So, Josh,
Yeah,
admittedly, it's 1:15 here.
yeah, we've been streaming for nearly 4 hours. This game, man.
I am. I was gonna call it after the plateau, but we got into
Yeah.
a conversation.
This game, man. It just time just flies. You don't even notice.
I personally am calling it now.
Yes,
What are your thoughts?
I'm calling it now too. Don't worry.
Okay.
So this is something I been wanting to do for a while, and that was do just chill streams, like I call it mental health streams, just because Breath of the Wild is one of those games I can just zen out to and just forget everything. Hence,
Including
Zach
how
and
to
I,
play.
how to play, yes, but also is that we usually stream for 2 hours at a time, and we just nearly stream for 4 hours because we lost track of time because it's just how this game is. But honestly, I'll call this stream a success. Like, we had more people come in than we have for normal streams, which
yeah.
But like indicative of how many people came in. I wanted to do this for myself, and there are things going on right now. Having a place where you can just go in and chill and not have to worry about what's happening in the world. We need more things like that. We need more places just to chill, you know?
Yeah.
In saying that, thank you all so much for coming and watching. Thank you to Katie, CNAC, Q, and that guy for following. You guys are amazing. And I hope you all have a good day. The best day, if possible. You all deserve happiness in your life, and I hope you all can find that and able to get there if you're not there. I love you all so much. I hope you guys have a good one. Take care. Zach?
Nah, yeah. Have a good day, guys. Love you all.
Bye.
Bye.